Hey, I'd like to welcome everybody to the PM Lifestyle Podcast, man. We're here with a lot of guests tonight, so we're about to have a real grown-up conversation about some stuff that's been floating around since social media and then kind of like changed the game for everybody, male and female. So I like to go around the room, have everybody introduce themselves and where they can find you and things of that nature, and then we can go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and start with the top in the middle, Creek.
Hey, my name is Cree21 Boom. Thank you for having me on. I ain't been on in a long time, but we'll talk about that offline. And I'm excited. Y'all can find me Facebook, YouTube, check out my lives. And I'm on these guys' podcasts every now and then. So it's nice to see y'all again. Ones I haven't met, how you doing? Let's get it.
And next up, sir, we got you at the top left, Mr. Wizzle.
So
All right. Is this the part where I say my name or say something or something like that? Thank
Yeah,
everybody.
yes, sir.
Oh,
Say your name and where they can
introduction,
find
friend.
you at.
just
You know,
whatever. Okay, introduction. Hello, everyone. This is Paul Wizzo. Hey, I appreciate y'all tapping in. No, that ain't me. This ain't it. No, you can find me at Paul Wizzo. I'm on YouTube. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Howdy Doody. I'm on whatever you want to be and however you want to be it. And we just here for a good time, not a long time. So y'all make sure y'all check out Wizzo Talk 8972 on YouTube, and I am Paul Wizzo on Facebook. And on Wizzo Talk, we keep it live, uncut, and unedited. So y'all make sure y'all check me out sometime. Appreciate it.
and we drop down to 7 points of bliss.
Yo, how y'all doing? It's your boy 7 Points of Bliss, aka the Pomegranate Samurai, man. Y'all can check me out on all social media platforms and After Real Truth. I'm on Threadless. Check me out. Get some of my merch. And it's an honor to be here, man.
And Mr. Barry White himself.
Very white.
Come on, man. Jason, I'm just Jason Payne. I just a frequent podcast guest. I have a lot to say. I just don't have my own platform to say it on. So I'm on Wizzo. I'm on PM Lifestyle. I follow these dudes. Sister Cree been threatening to have me on, and I'm willing to go. So I'm trying to participate in the community anyway.
And next we have the marvelous Sherry.
What's up, everyone? My name is Cherie Tyler. You can find me on all social media platforms at Cherie_Tyler. And thank you for being on.
Thank you. I thank you. And last and not least,
Oh,
go ahead and introduce yourself, ma'am.
hi everyone. My name is Shar. By the way, I'm Haitian. I'm probably the only Haitian y'all probably ever met, but I'm Haitian. Um, I go by Sharcast_2019 on Instagram and TikTok. And you can find me on Facebook as well as Shar Casimir. And
So I'd like to
Falon, thank
welcome
you.
her.
Oh, Falon, thank you for inviting me. Hold on, thank you. Thank you
Oh,
for
no
inviting
problem.
me. I appreciate it.
I'm glad you. Oh yeah, I want to thank you for coming on, man. It's been years since I've seen you, man. I'm glad you're still blessed and everything like that. So I want to thank you for coming on. So I know all you guys have been aware, man, of social media. I really think that social media has changed the perspective on relationships, life, and things of that nature. So tonight, I want to talk about something that came up on Mr. Wizzo's podcast last week. Um, the question was, do men make money to impress women or do they do it for themselves? I didn't see them really dive in deep to it. It was kind of like, just going across it real quick, but it was a lot of opinions going on. So I just want to dive a little deeper into it. So how we're gonna do this, we'll start from the top. Let ladies go first. You know what I mean? So we'll have Cree and then Cherie, then we'll have Shar go on there, right? And we'll go ahead and, get your perspectives on these things, and then the men will go ahead and give theirs, and then we'll just jump into the conversation. So Miss Cree, do men make money to impress themselves, women, or do they do it for themselves?
I like to say both. At a very young age, men are taught like their self worth is directly tied to what they can provide. Where that come from? Probably a man, not a woman. Y'all like to put that on us, but it's really from a man. It started from a man, and that's my perspective now, because it's a lot of people. So
Okay, okay. And next, Miss, hey, what do you think about it?
Me?
Yes,
I
ma'am.
think I would agree with Cree. I would say both.
Both. So it
I think
started with
both.
Men and women, but it's mainly
Yes,
men.
I think men like I think they do it for themselves, but they like the women and all the things that come with that.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
And Shar, what do you think about it?
To piggyback on the other two ladies, I would say both, but also we do live in a society where everyone is like flashy. So, I don't know, like the younger generation, they tend to do it for looks, aesthetic, I would say,
Hmm.
versus like the older y'all, sorry y'all. Versus like the older generation, like, like papaws, like they probably do it for, you know, to make sure that home is good, you know?
Okay. Okay. And Mr. Wizzo, what's your comments on that?
What was that? Do men make money to impress women or for themselves? I saw that topic. I just did a little quick Google search on it, and a whole shitload of came up. But according to Google, and then I go and say mine is women, men make it, mostly for them to impress women, is what it said. But then it came up with a whole lot of other stuff like that. So, for as me, I think all the women trying to stick together while they saying both and for the
Mm-hmm.
man, for this and all that. They just pick, I'm gonna piggyback, I'm gonna
Yeah.
piggyback.
Mm-hmm.
Men make that money, some of them, and I know Jason gonna have a lot because Jason make a shitload of goddamn money. So, but
I do,
more money
man.
than he have damn near more money than God. We ain't on that right now. Just as far as me, I think men make money to impress women. Uh, to be a little flashy. Me myself, a broke motherfucker like me, I ain't making nothing to impress nobody. I got what I got. I have what I have, and I tell you this: when I started dating my lady a while back, she told me, she say, damn, she told me later, I ain't remember. Say, you told me that you don't have, you got these bills, you got this bills, you got this, you got that. And I say, shit, you should appreciate that shit, because I'll tell you that if you thinking you getting with me for my money, I ain't got a motherfucking thing but a lot of bills. And I drive an old ass car, you know. So I don't have to impress nobody. You take me for what I am and who I am. And I'll tell you, this would be a little bit more information probably than what's needed. But my girl and my daughter has always said, Daddy, your ass just as flat as a board. I said, well, your mama didn't get with me because I got an ass. And I told my girl, you didn't get with me, got an ass, because you got with me because I'm a good motherfucker. And that's just all it is to it. Now, all that flashy shit
Oh my
and
goodness.
I have jewelry and watches and all that shit, man. I don't even wear none of it. I got a fucking Rolex, got all that shit. I don't wear none of that shit. You take me plain Jane, and I'm gonna say this before we pass it on. Back in the day, I drove a goddamn '79 Buick LeSabre, and this was probably in maybe 2000, whatever, something like that. I couldn't get nobody to look my damn way. But they looking over at that motherfucker. They got their Lexus and their Tesla and that all that fun shit, Jaguar and all that. But what they should have been thinking, them motherfuckers got a lot of bills. I'm gonna get with that motherfucker over there because he driving an old hoop. He got plenty of goddamn money. I had a hoop that I was still a broke motherfucker, but I had everything I wanted and everything I needed. But I'm just saying. So yeah, I'm just how I am, but so I don't have to have all that. But to answer your question, I think a lot of men do that shit to impress women. They'll be wanting to buy women drinks at the club. I don't buy women drinks at the club. They
Mhm.
can get it from somebody else. I think in my lifetime, and I'm damn near 60, I done brought probably maybe one drink for a woman at the club. I don't do that shit. So, but that's just me and my input on there. I'll yield back my time for somebody else.
Seven, what you think about it?
Hey, well, I want to start by saying, first off, I really don't think women know what they want, man. Honestly, man. I mean, it's really genetic, though. You know what I'm saying? I be trying to hit y'all with this science, but y'all don't really want to be listened to. A women are like mentally retarded children. They like shiny things. Shiny things turn them on. That's why men, like to answer your question, men do a lot of the shit that they do for women because they know women are attracted to these things. You know what I'm saying? Men get jewelry and all that shit. Yeah, we might like it a little bit, but shiny shit attract women. They think that mean money. Niggas get expensive clothes because women like that shit. Niggas get fancy cars with rims because it catches women out. Women like that shiny shit. Women like lights. They like all that shit. They like that shit that they think comes with a certain type of motherfucking prestige when it comes to a guy, a certain type of title. Women like that. And the reason why I'm telling y'all this is because if women wasn't like that, then game wouldn't work on women because they would be smart enough to understand women got big ass egos. We gonna feed it. And the shit that we got feeds their egos because they like that kind of stuff, right? They think it means security. Now, one, women like security, right? But security doesn't mean money. This is just some current day shit. Back in the day, when they didn't have money, then what does security mean? A nigga could build you a house. They could do different things. Nowadays, people can't do that. So money does not equal security. That just equals more bitches when you think about it, because women is attracted to money. The more money I got, the more shit I can do to a bitch, man. Whole time.
Oh
That's why women be like, oh, I want a certain type of guy who tall, he make this much money. Yeah, but how many women is looking for that kind of nigga? And he know he got options. He gonna play that field. Just like y'all think pussy gonna keep a nigga, but it don't. A nigga can hit that shit and then dip off on your ass because he don't really care. Women hold on to that shit like it's a treasure, but it's a bunch of pussies around here. I don't give no fuck if she ugly, nigga. If she gonna fuck, she gonna do whatever. You know what I'm saying? And there's plenty of men like that, and women need to get that in their minds. So you need to have a better personality and understand yourself to grow in order to really catch a man. Because the thing is, men, we have to know how to hunt to get women, right? We gotta know what to say. We gotta know what you want. Women don't gotta know shit to get a man. All a man need to know is you got some titties and you got a pussy. He gonna go. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna dip off on your ass when he find that you don't have no type of character. People don't get this type of stuff to their mind. So men do majority of the shit for women. Pay attention to nature. Men in nature have to show out for women. They gotta do mating shit. They gotta show how strong they are to attract a woman. It's the same thing because we animals. Women is the same way. They just think they got it. That's why some of the baddest bitches it was broke motherfuckers. And they got that game, man.
So there's somebody, I think his name is Mr.
hey,
Martin. Mr. Martin
Milan,
said, yeah,
can you tell people how can I? Because somebody's asking me how can they watch the podcast, and they asked
you
me to send them a link. But what?
they can go to the PM Lifestyle on YouTube, or they can go to Falon McKnight. I'm gonna go ahead and put the ticker up here real quick so people
Okay,
can actually tap into that. So it'll be right here below us, right here.
PM lifestyle,
Yes,
all
ma'am.
one word.
Yeah, PM Lifestyle
That.
and everything right there at the bottom. So Mr. Martin 7, it said, what women is he talking about? Who's?
This is any women, man. Hey, sometimes it's the smartest ones who do the dumbest shit because they like kids, man. When you think you got all the answers, that's when you gonna fuck up the most, man. You know what I'm saying? Stupid women, like these women be thinking they be having these walls up.
I
And
got a
to a
question.
person
I
who
got a
easily
question.
manipulate them, that ain't
Hold on,
shit.
Shar, hold on, because we're gonna get to write down your question.
We
We're
got to
gonna go to
get Jason
7.
to talk first because this right
Yeah,
here.
and then we'll start answering those questions. So keep that
Mm.
thought, please. All right, Mr. Jason, what you got?
I'm sorry. Give me a second.
Wait, we can. Oh, there you go.
Okay, I'm sorry. I believe that there are two different in this. When we, of course, we have to remember that we're all speaking. Everybody gave their opinion, and everybody is speaking in generalities. And I like to always start with that because I don't have time to waste on the argument that somebody wants to give me the anomaly of somebody that's doing something different, right? So we're speaking in generalities. And in speaking in generalities, there are two types of men when we talk about this particular category.
Mhm.
And you have type A, and that's the guys like 7 in general is talking about, where they are doing things that they chase enough success to impress women, and then they go, like Wiz said, to the bar, and they want to show a little flash, and they want to show a little of their success, and they want to get a woman's attention, and those are average at best. I think a little lower than average men, in my personal opinion, when you calibrating the caliber of a man. In category B, you have men like myself who stick directly to chasing the success and chasing the money and chasing the personal attaboys and patting myself on the back and doing things that give me internal approval. And then that confidence and that success and those rewards and awards translate into a woman's instinct being what it is, and then they're chasing me. And now, again, it's an interview process. It's not, Seven talking about, you got to have game to hunt women. No, you don't. If you chase it, if you chasing the money and if you chasing the success, the women coming to you, and you don't have to be impressive. You just got to keep doing what you're doing, because, like you said, security don't always mean money, but it means stability. It means upward mobility, and a woman is attracted to that upward mobility. And I'm not talking about potential. I'm saying a woman that sees a man that's upwardly mobile. She understands that that's the ride she want to be on. So you don't have to, as a man, you don't have to go out here. I have nice things, but I've bought nothing to impress a woman. I bought things that made me feel good. I put some clothes on at the store. If the quality of that fit feels good on my skin, I'm buying it. I don't care what anybody
Seven
else
face.
thinks. You dig what I'm saying? So if I'm continuing to live that way, then you get yourself in a position where you're not even out there in the rat race. Like Wiz, I don't buy drinks. If I meet my boys at the strip club years ago, I ain't been in years, but if I meet my boys at the strip club, I'm not tipping. I'm not walking up to no stage and tipping. No, come on, man. I'm not doing none of that. I'm not doing none of those things. I'm not making it rain in the club. None of those stuff. I'm doing what I'm doing for me. I'm doing what I'm doing for me. And the women that notice the value that I place in myself and the value that I place on my attempt at running through life are the women that are qualified to sit down and let's have a conversation. Let's talk about what our life would look like, right? But I'm not. I'm in category B. I'm not running around trying to impress women, and I'm not. That's not to discount women. I don't sign up on the wagon. Seven guy going when I talk about
Well, damn.
with,
Preach,
with
preacher.
retarded kids and all this stuff. That's not me. I
Hold
prefer an
on,
intelligent woman.
man.
I prefer a
That's
woman that's
crazy.
going to help me maintain. I prefer a woman that's going to have some ideas about some of the stuff I'm got going on. You know what I mean? Like, let's talk business. I want to, over dinner, the first date, I want to talk about global warming. And I don't want to hear no shit you heard off the news. I want to make sure you got a brain. And so the reason we arrive at that date is because I'm living my life the way I live my life. If you want to try to hitch a ride, you can hitch a ride. Two different categories.
You were turned
Seven.
on just by hearing somebody speak knowledgeably. I'm just saying,
Hey,
stability,
yo.
Hold
growth
on. Janice
equals
said we
peace.
stopped listening when you called us retarded children.
Hey, can I tell y'all something? Hey, listen, I just want to say this real quick. Hey, can y'all stop talking about buying girls drinks at the bar? Because every smart man know I ain't gonna buy you no drink. I'm gonna let other niggas buy you drinks, and then I'm gonna holler at your ass when you drunk.
Take advantage of a drunk person. Okay, yeah, you keep talking.
All right, sure. You had a question, or you had a reply to Seven.
Karen.
Yeah, I was low key asking him like, who hurt you? Like, why so much
Every show.
aggression? Like,
Every
no, like I'm not. Well, this is my first time meeting him, and I don't think I like all the bitches and hoes and all that. Like
Man,
me,
hey, listen, man.
like
I
I don't know you
ain't,
from like respectfully. I don't know you from Adam. You don't know me, but I just feel like let's keep it cute. Like too many bitches and hoes
mm-mm.
flying around.
nah, I'm gonna
Although
do
you
whatever.
not,
He not
although
keep
you
it
not,
cute.
huh?
He not gonna keep it cute. You wasting your breath.
Okay,
Let
all
him
right,
be him. I'm just letting you know from experience. You wasting your breath because I've
okay,
already asked him, and he said I'm not going there, and he went there.
I'm
He
sorry,
gonna
I
be
felt
him.
it in my heart. It
You
came
gotta
out my
meet
heart.
people. You gotta meet people where they at, and that's why he think the way he think. That's why Jason think the way he think. Men personally, like they stop caring about impressing women when they internally become secure in themselves. Like they chase it for security, peace, and all that, and they know the women gonna come because the women are attracted to that. They're not attracted to all that other bitches. So some are, I guess, because clearly he has a group of women that are. You know what I'm
Where
saying?
they at?
That's
Where
why
they
some of
at?
you in the comments like, what women he talking about? It is absolutely a group of women that will go for all that. But some of us just hearing somebody referring to
So
women, they probably got daughters, mamas, sisters, and referring to women as bitches and hoes, like that's the only two categories that women come in, is insane. And then he'll flip it at the end and say, women are the first teachers, the
I'm
first
done.
love.
Nah, they
I'm
So let's
real.
finished.
not
That's
take
real
away
though, man.
all the bitches and
I have
hoes
a
that you
question.
referred to women in the
I'm
beginning. I just
done.
want you to know that. And
Okay.
nah, I digress.
So what if someone referred to his mother as a bitch or
Ask them.
a hoe or all the things that he's how do you feel about that?
Hey, y'all, I just want to let y'all know my first child was a daughter. And listen, if that bitch ain't got it together, then she got something coming to her, man. And at the end of the day, if my mama ain't have it together, she was a bitch too. You know what I'm saying? My mama had 8 kids and 5 different baby daddies. That bitch wilding.
Never mind the fathers that went in her after each kid
A
was
nigga gonna
different
get
father.
pussy
They
regardless.
don't
Pussy is
hold
pussy
no.
to a
They don't
man.
hold no responsibility. She ain't having sex with herself, but they
Well,
say women don't take accountability.
No,
Jason.
the men do though.
Oh,
right.
Jason,
So
go
I
ahead.
want. I'd like to very humbly address both sides. I hear Cree. I hear what she's saying, and I agree with most of it. I hear Seven, and I hear what he's saying. I like to go a little deeper and point out that when you look at things, which I often do, scientifically and mathematically, right? We live in an era right now where you have, for every 100 available single black women, you have about 88 single and available black men, and that's from 18 to 60, right? So that's everybody, right? So then when you account for homosexuality, LGBTQ, on both sides, women that don't want a man, and single men that don't want a woman, right? And we're only talking about, in this context, I'm only talking about our people, black people. So that number goes down to about 86 men to every 100 available women. And so, of those 100 available women, you have, when you rule out and you break everybody down between 18 to 29, 30 to 44, 45 to 60, you have different requirements in general of what these men want, right? And so, when you start ruling those women, whittling those women down from 100 based on what the available men are wanting out of these women, and based on what those women are willing to offer or able to offer to these men, and vice versa, right? Because these 100 women don't want all these men, right? These All these men are not qualified for these women, just like all these women are not qualified for these men. So when you start to reduce those numbers of availability, you have most of those women, it whittles them down to about 70 women who are looking for about 25 to 30 of those men who they think are qualified for them. So now you still have an upside down number on availability. So then you take those numbers and you look at those men and you say, are these women that, what, how many women are they going to take out of this pool of 70 women, right? That number goes down to under 20, right? So now, out of those 86 men that were available, and this is not a shot, this is just our reality, right? You have a man like Seven, like he just said, where they at, right? Because he's not being chosen, because he's not choosing, then it leaves him in a spot where his lived experience is going to be different than the other people who are in the choosing categories, right? So living in that experience develops a whole different mindset than what somebody else's lived experience is. I understand that his lived experience is not the same as my lived experience. I can't fix my mouth to say anything he's saying is true because I don't live that. But we also can't fix our mouth to say that what he's saying is outrageous because he's living it, right? Just like you have women that say, "Oh, there's no good available men. There's no men. These men are trash." Da, da, da. That's her experience. You can't take that from her, right? But you have other women who understand that they have options because of whatever they're offering, whatever the availability, whatever their choices are, right? They're getting themselves in a room with a bunch of men, and they're finding success, right? Or they found success. Let's just say that they have, right? So I just would like to point out that as outrageous as what he's saying is to some of our ears or all of our ears, right? If it's his lived experience, and when you look at the numbers bear out that he's not alone in feeling the way that he feels.
Okay. Now, do you guys believe that some of the women are chasing the same men? Same man, tall, dark, handsome, rich. And like you said, when you split it between the homosexuality and things of that nature, it makes that pool smaller, right? Can it be that women are chasing the same type of guy and it's not enough women, I mean not enough men to go around?
Hey man, I know
It's
that
not
that's
enough
the
men to
fact
go around.
because
Because you're
these
chasing the same
women,
guy.
these women, right?
Hmm.
They tell you they want a certain type of man, and they fucking these niggas. They not even staying with them. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers that have 3, 4 kids and not even be with these niggas for real, and these niggas would be broke and they'd be bums, and they'll tell you these women will come out their mouth and be like, "My baby daddy a bum." Well, you fucked a bum. You know what I'm saying? Like, get that
What is
shit
the
through your
problem
head.
with that? What's the problem?
The
I'm
problem
sure
is
you fucked.
y'all
I'm
keep
sure
saying
you've
that
had
y'all want
sex
a
with a
certain type of
bum
man,
before
but y'all
too.
not fucking them niggas though. You know what I'm
Say it
saying?
again.
Y'all saying y'all want a certain type of man, but y'all not fucking them niggas though. That's just like what Jason was saying. The numbers ain't gonna lie, dog. Y'all not fucking the type of men y'all keep saying y'all want. Y'all fucking these hood niggas or niggas that look appealing to you, and they not about shit.
Well, that has not been my experience, according to Jason. So I can't speak on that. Has that been one of y'all experience? That's not my reality. So
Hey, if that's not your reality, where y'all kids' daddies at?
my kid's daddy is in Austin with
He,
him
he ain't
on
there with
several
you though.
cases.
That's what I'm saying.
Why do he need
Why?
to?
Why
Who
he not?
married? So I believe that. Now I believe that at some point a person's time, people are only meant to be in your life for a certain amount of time. That forever shit is unrealistic.
Why is
That
you
being
fucking
with
niggas
one
that's
person for your
temporary?
whole life is unrealistic. That was never like that's not
What?
realistic to me. That's
Why is y'all
unrealistic.
fucking temporary ass niggas? I don't get that shit, man.
What, wait, what?
Come on, man.
Are you with your first baby mama?
Pussy is pussy. I keep telling you that. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
I
That's
don't I
different.
don't
You they gotta
according to
let
your
me hit in
argument,
order for
according
them
to
to
your
motherfucking have
argument,
that power, right? They gotta let me in. I'm gonna get in if I'm gonna get in.
talking about. If sex is all you care about, that's real simple.
Sex
Like I
is
don't.
nature, baby girl. How the fuck you think any human
If
got
that's
here?
all you
Everybody gotta
care
fuck.
about, if that's
That's
all you,
nature.
all right,
That's
let's
the
move right
only
along.
money
Let's
and
not do
all that
this.
other
I'm
shit
not
is
doing that.
made up. That's man-made shit. God made sex. This is why you're here. Animals fuck and have babies. That's how human race keeps going.
What does that
That's
have
the
to
only
do
thing that
with being with
matters,
your
nigga. If
baby daddy or
everybody
your
say
first?
fuck it and they just concentrate on making money and being happy and nobody's being born, then where does that leave the human species? Nowhere. We here to fuck. That's it.
Okay.
Hey,
So
Now
if
hey,
it's just about money, if it's just about money, why is it that when a man get with the woman he want or whatever, why is he not continually chasing other women and working hard to continually chase other women? Or is he?
What? Hell yeah, he is. He got
nah.
options.
If you get your
Huh?
girl, you should be with your woman, right? I mean, if you
Hold
Okay,
on,
find
so
find that
hold on.
you
Y'all
he's
like and
going
not
into
gonna
a
good,
stop
different
grinding
subject.
for
I want to
money.
speak on this one before we go
He's
to
not
it.
gonna
That's a
stop
different
grinding for
subject.
money
I
if
had
it's just
something
about
too.
sex.
Hold on. Y'all finna
He's not
transition.
gonna just stop grinding for money. That's my point. If it's just about sex, so now you got in-house sex, and you probably got a side chick sex. You're not gonna stop grinding for money. But if it's just about if the getting the money is just about the sex, you got the sex in-house now. You're not gonna stop grinding. I don't know no man that's gonna stop grinding.
Hey, when you get a woman in house, we already know that when you make a girl permanent, you get less pussy. That's why niggas get side bitches, man.
wow, that was
Because it's
crazy.
scientific that women find people more unattractive as time goes along. Men don't work like
Oh
that.
my goodness.
Ugh.
All
I
right,
want
Jason.
to speak on, yeah, I want to speak on what you said, the question you asked. And the question that you asked, it's my experience that yes, most of the what I deem to be, and it's just for me, it's a personal thought and idea, what I deem to be high quality, good women in general, those high quality good women are chasing the good and available high quality same men. And typically, it's also my experience that when I run into a woman who says, "Oh, all men cheat. These men, they just out here cheating or whatever," I understand that she's shooting for the stars with the men she's choosing. She's choosing men that have a lot of options on a regular basis, and she's getting messed over and fucked over by these men because you're not able to keep up with these men that have all these options because it's a way to contain and maintain that situation
Mm-hmm.
where you don't have to be disrespected as a woman, right? So
Yep.
when I run into a woman that tells me that's her experience, I understand she's not doing it right, right? And then me personally, just the way that I listen and hear things, I also understand she's not qualified for me, and I'm gonna have a good day, and I'm gonna walk away.
Respectful.
and and I'm
Okay.
gonna say that I said this before on Wizzo Talk. I don't call women bitches and hoes. I don't call. I don't even say be saying niggas. I'm gonna say it right now. I don't even call another brother "What's up, my nigga" and all that. I don't even do any of that. But that's just me and the way I am. So, but to answer your question, when you were saying chasing the same guy, the women chase like the same guy, and I just think that it's so many more women than there are men that they might not be chasing the same guy, maybe the same type of guy or something like that. Or maybe they are chasing the same guy. Who knows if he's still out there, as I've said before, if he's still out there hunting, he gonna knock down as many as he can. But at some point, sometime in his life, that dog needs to stop hunting. Meaning that his girl is taking care of him. She's there. She's doing whatever. He's happy. He's content. You know, she's open like 7-Eleven, 3 o'clock in the morning. He roll on over there. She said, "Here you go, baby. Go on, do what you know, whatever." She might not even want none or whatever. But but at some point in time, he's got to stop hunting. He may not, because you see some of these guys out there that's in their late 50s, 60 or whatever. They got the gold chains hanging down from them. They got the baseball cap on. They got the
Oh,
white
yes.
Air Force Ones and all that shit like that. That motherfucker's still hunting.
Oh, man.
So I'm just saying this is just my opinion, whatever. He may not be, but I'm just saying, because he living in way back in the 70s somewhere, and here his ass damn near 60 something. He's in 1970. But that's just my thought. So I'm just saying, I think that some women are maybe not chasing the same guy, but the same type of guy or something like that. But there is a shortage, and so when women get their man, it's like they don't want to share him. That's their man. They not want to share. However, we have covered something on was gonna talk about sharing women and
Sharon is
men and stuff
Karen.
like that. So, but sharing
Sharon.
is scary. So, but that's my thoughts on that
It's
right
crazy.
there.
Miss Sherry, what's your thoughts on it?
I'm biased. I'm biased because in my family, my grandfather, he had side chicks. Like they would call the house. And up until he lived to be in his 80s, I mean, he was dealing with some, I would say, trashy type women. Like my grandmother was the one to make his lunch and cook and this and that and held the house down, but he still had outside chicks. So I'm biased, to be honest with you. I can agree with some of the things that Seven is saying, although I still feel like he needs a hug. But I mean, both sides. I mean, you have women out here that they just want a man for what they can do for them, and that's it. Then you have some women that were like my grandmother that are at the house and are submissive and can do everything. And that's why like, a woman can do everything, keep the house clean, the kids, and the man still going. So like, what do you do? What do you do?
Hey, you know what? And they act like so. Here's the thing, like y'all say women going out the same man. Stop acting like some women don't get several men going after the same woman. Like it's
Mhm.
just it goes both ways when you have good high quality, good character, got it going on. Like people gonna want that. Like I'm not sure why that's a every time I see a tall, dark, handsome, like got it going on, I'll be like, damn, I don't want him because I know he probably already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't want to get added on.
But that was the
So
question that he
Cree,
asked, so that's why
what
that was come up.
I'll be number one though.
Cree, when you say he
Then
has it
we get
going
add
on,
on.
what is it that he has going on that attracted you to say, okay, he has it going on, so he has to have five?
Well, if one guy in particular, uh, tall, locks, brown, gray beard, sexy, workout, personal trainer. He was a cop, like, and he is his
Hey, wait a
character.
minute,
We
man. He
always
was
have
with
very
no car, wasn't he?
intellectual conversations. That's what attract. I've seen him, but I never said anything. So the first time I talked to him, like about podcasts and all that, and then I was got a taste of his mind. I was like, oh, I think I might want to dive a little deeper. And that's how, once he was like, damn, I've been seeing you come to this place a lot, and you ain't never said nothing to me. I said, but after you open your mouth and that matched the exterior, I said, okay, let me see what he about.
So it didn't have anything to do with money.
Absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely not.
Okay, okay.
Absolutely not.
That's what I was saying,
You know I'm
man.
dramatic. But no,
Wizzo, not Wizzo. Shar,
but
what you got to say
but
about that?
hey, let me say this. I do
Oh,
have a lot of women that I know. They all they want is what they can get and what a man can provide, or they won't even bother with them. So I know they exist.
okay. Shar, you want to comment on that?
Yeah. So I can speak for myself. So I've dated a guy that pretty much had nothing. And but I was willing, but because I wasn't going for looks, I'm not to say that looks don't matter, but looks wasn't my thing. And I knew he didn't have much, but I wanted to build, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to help. I'm always naturally I'm a helper. Like if someone needs help, so I saw potential in him. And that's what made me was like, I was like, let me just see past the him not having. And over the years, he and I build and stuff like that. So it's not always about what he have like at that moment. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes people go through struggles or he might have had and then something happened and then now he's on his butt or whatever.
Oh,
So things
he was
happen.
ugly too, though.
No, he was
What?
no.
Hold on.
She said he
I
wasn't
want
a
to.
good looker. I'm like,
Oh
damn, he
No,
ugly.
Lord,
no, he
man.
wasn't
Sorry,
ugly. He wasn't
can
ugly.
you
I'm
finish
just
that?
saying that I don't,
Can
I
you
don't, I don't go based on just looks.
can you finish that? Because you said y'all did get together and y'all built. How did that turn out for you?
We
How
got
did
married.
that come for you? Y'all got
Oh,
married.
Okay.
You're still married. Okay.
how about
Salute.
that?
That's
Salute.
Congratulations.
up. Yeah.
Hey, you one in a million.
Yeah. So we are married. Yeah.
One in a trillion.
One in a
So
trillion. I
so
salute
it's
that.
not about the because look, you can get, especially where I'm from. I'm from Miami.
Hmm.
And you got the niggas with the dunks, the gold teeth, the dreads. You got the Cubans, the Haitians, Dominicans. Like it's a plethora of men. So it's like you
Where I
can,
need to go?
huh?
Where you say I need to go for the plethora of men?
Miami girl.
That's what the gay guys ain't it?
And
Ain't
that's
that
where
It's
where
a
all the
man.
gay?
the guys who call other guys poppy at.
But shut up. I can't stand him. But I say all that to say this, like it's not about what you have because I could be dating a dope boy and he beat my ass for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or I could be dating Paul and Paul treat me right, but Paul ain't got nothing. You
Wait
know
a
what I'm
minute.
saying?
Wait a minute. You talking about me?
Oh no, your name Paul. Sorry, Paul.
Yes.
Just speaking in
Oh,
general.
I know. I'm
I
just
didn't know
messing
your
with
name was
you.
Paul. I was just saying like hypothetically.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just messing
Sorry,
with you.
sorry. Is your name Paul though?
Yes.
It is.
Oh,
that's tough.
So how long? What age did y'all get together, and how long y'all been married? If you don't mind me asking.
I was 26. Um, he was 29. And we
Oh,
still married.
how long? I don't know
8
your
years.
age.
8 years.
Congratulations to you.
Thank
Congratulations,
you.
man. Glad to see that happen.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So, I mean, that's like one of the very few instances that I even heard somebody starting from the scratch and sticking with their man and riding this thing on out. Because, like I said, I really seen a lot of women. If you ask them the same thing, it seems like they're chasing the same guy, the same type of man. You know what I mean? Like even when Creed, when you described the guy that was the police officer, you said he was tall, he was dark, he
Built.
had a whole. He built.
Mhm.
He was a fitness
They
instructor.
was congratulating me when I got them.
Oh, so you got an honorary
Hmm.
salute, huh? What I'm asking is this though. You don't, and you said he had 5 other women, right? You don't think that
Who had
the
5 other
other
women?
50% of the women that was in that gym was wanting that
Who
dude
had
too?
5
The
other
same
women?
guy? He had 5? You
No,
said he
no,
had
no. I
5
didn't
other
say
women, right?
that. I didn't say he had 5 other women.
That's her assumption when she sees
That's
a good
my
looking man.
assumption.
Oh,
Yeah, he
okay,
didn't have
okay.
he didn't have no woman. Well, actually, he was talking to one woman. He was talking to one woman. Talking to.
Is that why he was in doggy style, or was that
I'm not.
missionary? I mean, how was he talking to her? Because I'm
He
just
called
saying,
himself being honest and upfront with what he had going on, which I appreciate. You know what I
right.
mean? So
So
again, sharing is caring.
I will say I have my opinions. I could touch on everybody, but y'all know I'm long winded, so I'm gonna make it short.
Thank
I
you.
have said before, I've said before, and I'm saying now, I'm polygynous. I'm always upfront with what I got going on. I'm
As you
always
should be.
upfront that you're not number one because number one and two at the crib. I always mess with high quality, high class women. I don't chase. I chase my money. Any woman that wants to talk to me, I always let them know it's already two at the house. If you want to talk, we can talk. If you don't, have a good day.
Let me ask you this since you said that. You have two in the house, and yet you still seek others, or you allow them to come to
No,
you,
I didn't
and if
seek the
you're
first two.
interested, then you.
Right, right.
Okay.
I didn't seek the first two. I understand what is required of me to call myself a high quality or a high value man. I understand what that requires of me emotionally. I understand what that requires of me spiritually. I understand what that requires of me financially. I understand what that requires of me when you need me as a part of being available to you in a relationship. If I can't do that for a third or fourth, it won't be a third or fourth. If I'm in a position that I can do that, if the finances are right and I can do a third or fourth, but emotionally and spiritually I can't support a woman and get a third or fourth successfully and healthily, I'm not going to do it. So I know that my life dictates and my chase of my own success and what I'm trying to get done dictates what my number will be. I've never, and they know that when they signed up, I've never ruled out that there won't be a third or fourth. It's just not one right now.
Well, let me
Is it
ask you this.
children in the house? If you don't mind me asking.
Everybody that has children has adult children.
Okay.
Well, let me
Okay.
ask you
But
this
there
then.
have been incidents in the past where I have had children in my home, yes, and it's not been an issue.
Are you gonna wash them dishes?
I'm not washing no dishes.
He shouldn't have to. He
Wow.
got two there. I need two
No,
here, so I ain't got
washing.
two.
It's not.
Inside joke with
That's
me and
the
Jason
inside
there.
joke right there. Yeah.
Inside
But,
joke.
I have a question. I have a question about the two.
okay.
Like, there's
Okay.
no conflict, there's no argument, because women can get real catty and
Yep.
and real territorial. So ain't no pressure, like like side
So
eye.
so it requires a lot of everybody involved because to say that there's no or there's never going to be a woman experiencing any type of jealousy is wrong, and anybody that's living the way that I'm living and tells you that there's not, they're lying to you.
Taking a
Okay,
knee.
there are going to be incidents of jealousy. It's about how those incidents are navigated. It's about the understanding that if you have a relationship with one woman, you have a monogamous relationship. Think about the worst argument that you have with your husband or your spouse or your other person, or you think about the happiest times that you've ever had with that other person. That's magnified by 3 or 4 times when you incorporate other people. And so what I had to learn over the years was that things need to be fair and equitable, not equal. Right. So if I go out and buy I don't know,
A
Nissan
coach bag.
Altima. Okay, you go. If I go buy the big Coach bag for one, I
You
don't
better
also
have
get the other
mine.
one a big Coach bag. You see what I'm
Ooh.
saying? Because she may not even want a Coach bag. She might not be impressed by the Coach bag, and then she might have been looking at that same bag and does not want it because person number one got it already. So
Person number
I
one.
need to get her a Coach bag, and then I need to say, hey, let me do something nice for this one that also is comparable in scale and mass of what I did for the Coach bag. So it might not even be a bag, but it's going to be something to make this person feel just as special as that person that received the bag felt.
Now let
Now,
me
if we
ask you
just
this.
happen to be out
My
and
follow-up
about.
question, my follow-up question, and then I'm gonna leave you
And we ain't gonna
alone.
make this Jason show, okay?
No,
I
don't
got
make it
one
Go
too
Jason.
ahead.
though.
So my follow-up question to you is, because I know it's one of you and it's two of them.
Okay.
So, like, aren't you like spread thin? Like, in certain situations, you don't feel like it's taking a toll. I know this is what you signed up for, but
Right.
like mentally, sometimes you'd be like, yeah, dog it, like, because we flesh and blood and we human.
Are you
So
are you are you being very polite, which I appreciate? Are you being very polite and asking me about this in a sexual context?
no, 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 like no, like everyday life. Like, dang,
No,
like
it's not. No,
okay,
again, everybody involved understood what they were signing up for.
okay, okay,
So I
okay.
That part.
understand that if one calls from work crying in the bathroom because something happened,
Right.
I got to talk her through that, just like you would if you would have called your husband and had a bad day.
Okay.
And then I deal with that stress. We get off the phone. I talk her off the ledge. We deal with that. Then when I get home, I'm kicking and think everything is normal. But then number two comes in, has had the worst day she's ever gonna have all week. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So now I
Right.
got to do it again, and I got to be
Okay.
ready to do it again. So I understood that I was signing up again to take care of people on so many facets that I would if I just had one. I understood
Okay.
that. And then you have to understand that I also I operate understanding the
All seven.
historical value in what I'm doing and the historical value in why I feel comfortable or led to do it. And that is
Okay.
because we come from a people and from a country, multiple countries or a continent, where this was a normal thing because we come from a people who were agrarian and who went to war and who died in battle. And so it was, the community was more important than one's selfishness, right? That's something we learned from the others, right? Was the selfishness and the monogamy. And you got to understand, you're talking about monogamy, you're talking about the people that gave us monogamy, and these parts are my opinion, of course, but you're talking about the people that gave us monogamy and told us it was the best thing for us, when it's been practiced since before time. And what they did was, like they always say, it's the oldest profession, right? They made their excess women prostitutes and whores, and everyone exploited those women to this day. And that was normal. She wasn't somebody special anymore because she fell on hard times. She was our bitch, right? And
Okay.
that's how
Okay.
they treated her. Whereas we
Right.
come from a people that said this lady down the street and her kids lost her family, then if this man has the capacity to overhunt, if this man has the capacity to overfish, if this man has the capacity to overprovide, then go down there and take care of this woman and his kids as well, because that's priority is the community and the health of the community. And so that's where we come from. We learned monogamy. Not that choosing that is wrong, but that's something that we learned because that was a choice given to those who could over provide, and it was
Right.
normal to this day. And so you have somebody that tells you that it's illegal for you to, operate this way, or this system is odd for you to think this way, when the reality is it's not odd for us, it's odd for them.
Okay.
What the hell
Thank
Cree
you.
talking
Thank
about?
you.
I was
Hmm.
Thank
giving
you for
I
sharing.
was giving him the countdown on his
I
time
thought
was
that's what you
almost
was
up.
doing.
I was ignoring her.
Because he can go on and on.
No, but thank you though. Thank you for that.
Anytime.
I just
Yeah.
wanted to say that there are a lot of women who
Mhm.
don't mind. I wish I had a sister wife. I had the
First of
perfect
all,
girl, can't find
I
a guy.
agree with
Guy
you.
always
A lot
messes
of
up.
a
Oh,
lot of people
he
think
got
that.
jealous of her in our relationship. Like, really? Because two
uh,
women getting along? Like,
right. A lot
that's
of
a lot
people
of
think
women.
that I have a struggle in living this lifestyle.
Don't
I
mind
turn
sharing.
women down weekly. Weekly.
Sometimes I
They
don't
want
even
to
feel
join
like
my
being
family.
bothered. I'd be like, go take care of our man. Go
Dang, that's crazy. I that lifestyle, you can quarterback it. It's easy to be upfront and find those that want to be in. But like Cree said, you got a lot of dudes that's out there looking for this type of situation and can't handle it. I'm talking about on a
Right.
daily, right now, posting
Absolutely.
on Facebook and things of that nature, and can't
Absolutely.
seem to grasp those type of women and bring them in. I don't know if it's a thirsty, but it takes a certain type of charisma to even make that happen.
telling
It's
you,
gonna be a certain type of guy to even then make that happen. You
he
can
can't be
have
insecure.
hosts of, excuse me.
He
Well,
can't be insecure.
Oh,
well,
definitely, definitely. It takes a lot, and a lot of the times it's the woman that will go out there and attract the other woman and bring it to the home. So if you know, you know. I'm just, I heard a lot
Oh
about
man,
that.
him
But
game right there.
in situations like that, it really does. It really does. But my question is now, is like, have you guys ever been tricked by a guy that did come out with the flashy things and act like he had this and he had
Oh,
this car and he had this type of money, but then he was sleeping on his mama's couch or his homeboy's couch?
wow.
Well, I'm
Sherry?
gonna let the women answer that because I ain't been tricked by no motherfucking man. So I know that's for the women to answer that motherfucking question.
that's crazy.
I don't know what the hell you talking about. Go with.
One of
Mm.
y'all want to go? Because you know I go.
Let's hear from Cherie. She ain't been
Yeah,
quiet
let's
over
hear
there
from
as
Cherie. I
everything.
like
I
I'm
told her
just
this
so
podcast was a
man.
lot toned down. There was no talk, so shit. Come
I
mm-hmm.
on with it.
know. Have I had a guy that pretended like he was financially and he wasn't?
Hmm.
Maybe in my younger years. I'm 47, like in my like 20s or something like that. I have.
Or have you ever had that issue?
Me, no. Not. I
No.
mean,
No.
not no.
Well, I've been bamboozled, okay?
Come on, man.
Hoodwink and led astray.
Come
And
on,
when I
man.
tell you, and he, it wasn't that he was a bum, it was he was living above his means. You know what I mean? Like
Okay.
he would do stuff like take me out, we go get nails, and take me shopping, and then he can't pay his car note. Like, what are you doing? Like, what's happening right now? And you behind on your mortgage. Like, what's happening? We just went shopping and you just bought all this shit for me. Take that shit back. You need a place to live because you can't live with me. I was hood. We got to let that go. When I found out that was happening, you can't manage your money.
No,
That's some
yeah,
serious
yeah. He
business
was
right
just,
there, baby.
yeah, he was done.
Yeah, you ain't leave me in no hole. So I was bamboozled for a little while,
So
and
you
it
For
was
made
how
Mr.
because
long?
President.
of how he was showering me. I was like, okay, he got it going on, and he would work, but yeah, no,
Wait, so Free, you was okay with it until you found out he wasn't taking care of his bills.
himself. Yes, absolutely. You got to take care of yourself before you can take care of me. You
Right.
mess around, be in Vegas, and then you come and the locks and the pink slip on the
Come
door.
on,
Now I'm
man.
gonna feel obligated to let you live with me because you. No, I'm not.
That's
So like
You need to
Sheree,
crazy.
be able to
how
manage your
long
money.
how long were
Let me
y'all
point
how
this
long
out. Cree, you said earlier,
find
you
out?
spoke a little bit earlier when you said you do know women who lead with what a man can do with them, and
Hmm.
and in association with the comment that you just made, and a few comments that have been made today. I want to point out that it's my personal belief that I think that the term and the definition of a gold digger, I think that that's an extreme case scenario. I think that most women and men that are adults should understand that there's a fine balance that goes on there, right? Like a woman should expect a certain amount of financial acumen coming from the man that she's dealing with, right? And because of that,
Huh?
should be a certain amount of respect that he
What?
should expect from her. Because here's the thing: I need to understand, and I do understand that as a man, if I'm not bringing it in, and I need to, make some adjustments, or I need to say, hey, I like the way your nails look, but I can't afford to get them done, right? These type of things, that's okay. But I also have to understand that that limits what I can expect out of this woman. I mean, it's a dance, it's a balance. I think that when we talk about a gold digger, you're talking about a woman who's willing to give little to nothing to contribute to the success of that relationship, but she wants to drain it of all its resources, right? And to me, that's an extreme case, and I don't think that we see that as often as men like to say that they see or deal with gold diggers. Just because a woman asks you for something of value, y'all going to the beach and she asks you to buy her a swimsuit and a bag and a cover up. That's she's not a gold digger. You know what I'm saying? The woman just asking you to get her prepared for the beach, right? But at the same time, if you buy that cover up and that swimsuit and that bag and y'all go to the beach, at what level are you expecting what you want in return? You see what I'm saying? And so I know when my travels overseas, I understand that is a lot more easily understood concept for most foreign women than it is for American women. I think that American women in general, not speaking about anybody in particular, but in general, they feel like that, you need to be able to check all these financial boxes and do all these financial things. And I don't have to do anything but look good and smile, right? Like that's not, come on now, stop, right? But like by the same token, I think it's unreasonable for a man to expect a woman to do a whole lot more than look good and smile, and he not providing no cake. You know what I mean? That's
What?
just personal opinion.
What's your take on it? I know you had something to say.
Well, yes, I was just piggybacking as the lady was saying earlier. Sheree had asked Cree how long before she found out. I guess he didn't have shit. I don't. She didn't hear. I don't know if Cree heard you.
Oh, I
I
did
think
hear
she
her.
Yeah.
didn't.
So yeah, I just want to. So you can go
We
ahead
was
and she
dating
can
for like
ask.
8 months.
8 months.
Hmm.
He lasted a while letting you.
What?
Because we were long distance. We were
Oh, that's
long
Oh,
distance, so
okay.
I
yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
really. I
What?
didn't really. Yeah.
No, he probably paid for half your shit with some money some other woman gave him.
What?
I don't know.
I'll take it
I
though.
just know when I found out, I'm like, yo, you need to be focused on your own kingdom over there before you try to bring a queen up in there.
Right.
Mm.
What?
Mm. Seven, what's your take on that, Seven?
And my take
Uh-oh.
is first I want to start off with this old saying. It's tricking if you got it. It damn sure is. I don't give no fuck if you got it or not. I'm not about to be giving it to a woman. And secondly, if we fucking right, you giving me some pussy and I'm giving you some good ass dick. So it's an equal exchange. I ain't gotta give you
Oh,
no
that sounds like
motherfucking money for you to
prostitution.
survive, dog. Cause at the same time, we are both adults. You want equality, get a job. Like I got a job. Take care of your goddamn self, man. I might get you some
Hey,
shit every now and then, but if it's not
Can I say
reciprocated, you're
this?
not gonna
you
pay
the
me.
reason. Hey, you the reason I can show up in the hood with a bag of groceries and get whatever I want.
God bless
Exactly.
America.
But look, men are taught to earn for love. Men are taught to earn for love, other than taught to feel worthy of it. Who fault is that? Y'all taught to earn the love. Who fault is that?
It's y'all fault because y'all
Oh,
listening.
if you,
These
I
niggas
disagree with
tricking
your
y'all
when
ass.
you made that point at first, Cree. I disagree with you, right? I wrote it down, right? I don't think that healthy, successful men, if they were taught to seek the validation of women as children and then grew into that, right? If they are successful and healthy as a man, then they broke that curse on
And
their
they
life,
become
right?
secure
And they became
eternally.
self-sufficient because I wasn't raised that way. I was not raised to seek the validation of a woman. I was taught like I teach to seek the validation of yourself, to earn, to get success. Do not worry about women. I got an 18-year-old nephew who is killing it, and a 28-year-old mentee who is killing it. And I tell them both the same thing. Do not, and it's more the 28-year-old than it is my 18-year-old nephew, but do not worry about these women at all ever. Take care of you. Make
Say
sure
that.
that you got your stuff
Same.
right. And
Mhm.
I'm talking about both of these young guys are six-figure earners, and both of them call me saying, "Oh, I'm stressed out about these women." They stop it. Get out of your head with that. Don't worry about that. What you're looking for is going to come to you in multiplication, right? You don't have to worry about that. You validate yourself. You make the right invest. And every time I pivot the conversation into their next investment or their next project or whatever, because that's more important and should be more important to them. That validation from a woman gets you somewhere that you might get a little angry about, women and how they.
Hey man.
Okay, so right now we just had another guest join in. We had Unique join in. Unique, just to catch you up, the conversation is: do men make money to impress women, or do they do them for themselves? We've had a lot of conversations, and we was going back and forth. From some people believe it, some people don't. It's not a monetary thing. We had one person on here that met her man, and he wasn't, all the way where he needed to be. She stuck with him, got him right. Now they married, successful marriage. We also have my man Jason, he know how to juggle. He juggles pretty well. He got his thing on lock over there. So just to keep you up, do you think men make money to impress women, or do they do it for themselves?
What is that?
Wait,
Who is
who's?
that? Oh, that's
I
her.
think
Oh, there
that's
I got
unique.
you. I got you. We might have to email you some bandwidth, but we got you. Go ahead. Is you unique?
She
Oh yeah,
froze.
we want to give her some bandwidth. I don't think she's.
I'm
There
sorry.
you go. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Move downstairs.
All right,
Can
so you might want to move upstairs. Once you get in, let
you hear me
it go back up there and get it going, and we'll
now?
bring you back in.
Yeah, go hang out the window or something.
Sit the Wi-Fi on your lap.
Yeah, we'll email you some bandwidth.
I didn't hear what you said, but
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, hold on. Let me see. Unique. There you go. Go ahead. Oh yeah, we have to come back to you. All right, so I mean the situation is, we doing good with or without it. I believe a lot of guys, try to trick women, but they're really not never on that level to taking care of themselves. So I don't think it's a money issue with them. I think they just in it for the game to fool the woman. You know what I mean? Me personally, I've never met a woman and asked her what type of money she makes, because I'm more confident in what I can do and what I can do for that young lady. So it's never been a point of saying, well, what you need, I need you to bring something to the table so we can hash this thing out, make sure we go forward. There's not a woman on this planet that I've ever known what she has made or what was in her bank account. And definitely, if we're not in a situation to where we marry at that point. But Nikki Peck said, "What age did you meet? When are you younger built? When your younger building is a great, but a certain age. I don't want a faster man. I don't know what she
Foster,
actually mean
Foster
by
man,
that. But,
Foster man.
oh, foster man. Okay, so I guess she don't want to take care of nobody neither.
I want to speak on
What?
PM. You was just saying I agree with what you're saying. I don't ask either, but I want to speak on what Seven said when he said, "Oh, I don't do this, none of that." Check this out. The reality is this: if you getting it, that's not even a conversation that you and this woman need to have. Like he just said, I don't ask a woman what they make. I don't ask what they're willing to contribute. None of that other stuff, right? We can discuss that when we have to. Because here's what I don't need. I don't need your money. All right. I don't need anything from you in a financial capacity. However, if me and you decide that we're gonna kick it and we go into New York City for Christmas just to enjoy the big Christmas tree and the New York City lights, right? Okay, I'm gonna book the flight. And when we get there, that's when you realize it's a first class flight. And when we get there and it's 2 hours before because we want to make it through TSA, that's when you realize that I got access to the lounge in the back. And we're gonna sit there and eat and have some drinks before we get on the plane. And all of that. We don't have to discuss none of that. So just me living my life the way that I live my life is gonna be the woman that does right by me and ends up being with me. Those are the women that are gonna enjoy that. That's not something that's not tricking. That's just you living your life. She either with you or she not.
What?
And might I
Okay,
add,
go
if a
ahead, Chris.
man fail financially, he's liable to kill himself. That ain't got nothing to do with sex. Financial, if he fail
What?
financially, he will be hurt. It will tear his self-worth up. Versus if the woman leave, he know he can get another woman. Because there's women out here that's with guys in jail. What the hell are they doing for him?
True.
Absolutely nothing.
What?
So women
You
is
be
for the
surprised. You be
ones.
surprised.
Yeah.
Them.
Them hoes doing a lot of things, man. They sending
Yeah, them
money.
guys
Doing a
in
lot of
prison
things.
pulling weight out here. Okay.
Well, I wouldn't know because I wouldn't deal with nobody in jail. But in my mind, it's like, what the hell is he doing for you? He locked up. So I don't know.
You know
It
why?
just
Because he
ain't
ain't
make
going
sense
nowhere
to
and she
me.
can trust him.
Oh,
He
Hold
ain't
Say
outside,
again?
so she
on.
can trust
hey,
him.
she think it's a lot going on in
Nah,
them
it's a
jails.
lot going on, man.
But a
They
lot of
might be
these
making
people
the
like that
peanut butter up
have
in that motherfucker. I don't know.
fortune and
Hold
fame
on,
and they
man.
lose it and they no more relevant, they suicidal.
What?
Nah, I ain't never heard of that one though,
I
Chris.
have. I have.
Hey, well, hold on. If he
Didn't
got a
Robin
solid
Williams kill
woman by his
himself?
side and he lost all that shit, if she fucking him, he ain't gonna kill himself.
Mm-mm.
Oh, hey, listen, let me explain something. Now I can get into some of the stuff that, listen to me, based on what you just said, I'm gonna tell you right now, this is my personal belief. PM, I love to know what you think about it. I respect you. So I would love to know your opinion after I'm done. Every woman who is intelligent, in my opinion, which that's most of them, right, has a shelf life if you cease to provide.
Yeah.
Whatever it is for that woman.
I'm gonna
Some
have to
woman, you
agree
lose
with you.
your job and she gone in 3 months. She might give you 6 months. Some women gonna give you 6 or 10 years. But at some point, if you don't improve that situation, that woman is gone. The only unconditional love a real man can expect is from his mama. And if she's a good one, she giving you that. Some of the mamas ain't even giving unconditional love. Women, I would never expect unconditional love from a woman. Put a period behind it. Number one. Number two, I think it's not even smart for a woman to offer me unconditional love because I think that you got men out here, like we talking about some of these dudes that's been to jail, some of these dudes that ain't been to jail because they ain't never been caught none of their bullshit. That's out here touching some of these women, kids and stuff like that, and
Hey,
then hitting
yo.
on their kids and they sticking around. That's unconditional love. Unconditional love is nasty as hell. It's ugly. I don't expect unconditional love from nobody but my mama. We all got a shelf life with these women.
Well, I mean, it depends on the shelf life. I mean, like me personally, I ain't never had, and I ain't trying to toot my own horn, but I ain't never had an issue with a woman getting rid of me because of what I didn't have or what I couldn't
Oh, me
provide for
neither.
her.
I just
But
experiences of seeing the world the way I see it. I
mhm.
understand fully that if and when I can't provide, or you see what I'm saying, I can expect that there's a shelf life. It just depends on how much the woman really got you or not. But you got to get on that. You got to get yourself back right because
That's not
I done
just
seen a lot of
monetary though.
brothers. I done seen a lot. I believe it's strictly monetary. I believe
I
it's a
think
lot.
I think
Okay,
it's
Cree, you said, hold on,
some.
Cree. You saying it's not monetary. So let me give you a
No,
hypothetical
I'm just saying
scenario.
not. I'm saying not just monetary because you can have somebody who lose a
Oh,
job,
okay.
but yet he's doing everything in the house, like make sure the kids straight while you until
Love it. Let's
he's
stay there.
constantly looking for another job. Like
Let's stay there.
I'm
Let's
not
stay
giving up
there.
on that guy.
Let's stay there. You're not gonna give up on that guy.
No,
We 5
Oh,
years in, and he's still looking for a job and cleaning them dishes every day. And you still grinding it out, gotta work overtime because he ain't getting no funds coming
five
in. He
years.
loving you. Listen, he giving you the Tyrese baby boy treatment every time you want it. He cooking, he cleaning, he getting the kids off, he helping with homework. And we 5 years in, and he ain't brought a dime in that house, but he's still sending resumes. You telling me you still holding on? Come on, Chris,
No, I'd
stop
have been and got him a job by then
Nope,
because
nope,
I'm very
nope,
Cree,
resourceful.
nope, nope,
I
nope.
cannot
nah,
imagine
Cree,
You
the
moving the
scenario
Cree.
you
goalpost.
just gave
You
me.
moving the no. You moving the
Unimaginable. I can't
goalpost.
imagine
You
it. I
moving the
can't.
goalpost. You
I
move the
can't
goalpost.
imagine
Yeah,
it.
the
I
dude
can't
You
imagine.
ain't got no chance if he ain't
ain't
got.
getting
That
no
is
No,
not
job,
my
and
reality.
that
That
it
will
was
not be my
you.
reality.
You getting him a job is making it financial. You said it's not. It is financial.
Because you said after 5 years. Now I'm thinking
Right,
one,
because you said it didn't matter, and I'm
he's
showing
gonna be
you it
working.
does matter.
Right.
What you've proven to me, and I respect it, is that your shelf life is long. If you say you got the man,
Yeah,
you
it's
got
long.
him.
I got a long
I
shelf
got
life.
that. I respect
Okay.
that, but there's a shelf life, and it's purely financial.
all right, so I'm asking Sheree, what's your shelf life? If a man ain't coming through with the money, the funds, and things of that nature, what's the
It's
shelf
definitely
life?
not 5. I couldn't do 5 years.
Thank you.
5 years?
Hey
So
man,
you
I
within the 3 to
couldn't.
6 month range?
what?
I
It
could probably
depends
do
on how you treat it.
it.
Nah,
Okay,
I mean, you
okay,
asking
I
then
would
I
give him
gotta
a
crazy.
ask,
year.
what's
I
love
would say
got to do
maybe a
with it?
year.
What's love got to do
I'm
with it?
very impatient, but I'm also too. I'm gonna be like, babe, do this, go back to school, or how can I help you, or
Right.
that
You
type of
go
thing.
push him to
Like
do it. You ain't
exactly.
sitting around for no 5 years. We
Nah,
gonna
If
we
you
I'm,
go,
definitely
I'm already making calls right now. I got homeboys, I got resources. We gonna make this happen.
What?
right.
And you going to work.
all right,
I
so
know
Rhoda
people.
Ward said, when
I'm
I first started
resourceful.
dating my husband, I told him whatever he can bring to the table, I can bring it too. And with that being said, they've been married for over 15 years.
Kudos to them.
And you know what? But before Jason go, that comment came up. I think way back when Jason was talking about the two that he had, at the house and all that stuff. I think I'm not sure. That
Okay.
comment came up back then.
Let me see, two women in the house. So,
Go on, Jason.
um, you say your shelf life is you gonna work with him. Sure. If you was single right now, what would be your shelf life for a person that can't contribute? I know you just stuck your man out, so it seems like you down to do the time with your guy, right?
Hold on. Well, I don't know because right now the dating pool got piss in it. So
Ooh.
I don't know.
It
six
always has.
months
How you know?
because I got single friends.
And it is, and yes,
It's piss in the
Okay,
pool.
this,
a lot of piss in the pool.
this is what I want. Listen, no, go ahead.
6 months, and I'm out of there.
6 months you
Really?
out.
Where's the
So how long did
commitment?
it take you for your? You said you stuck with your man though. How long was it
Yeah,
before
but it was
start to
like
finish?
about a year and a half.
So it's more than 6 months. You working with 12
Yeah, but I'm not doing that again.
That
No.
again?
again. All
Let
right,
me
so
ask.
ladies, like
Oh,
y'all
I'm
would
sorry.
ask and say, if the D is good, I'm sticking this out. That's gone now in 2026, 2025.
Who
No, I
said
see some
that?
smiles. I see some frowns. What is it, Sherry?
If the D
It
is
don't matter.
good,
If the D is good, he can stay in there.
That's
That ain't keeping
crazy
no
work,
woman
I
around.
man.
might extend 3 months or something like that.
Three
That's
months,
I
crazy,
3 months
didn't.
extension.
man.
Free. If the D is good, are you sticking it out?
No, I'm not, because I can always get that
Dang.
Right. Or
Bro,
from
get
hey,
you
him.
or
Hell, I could go
or
get
get
that
you a
from him.
dildo.
that's crazy. Hey, they
No.
say men are screw anything, and if you see the shit that women put inside their bodies, you know that's the opposite.
Get
Wait,
you
what?
a
Wait,
rose.
what? What is women putting in their bodies? What
Hey
is
man,
separate
y'all
from him?
motherfucker got vibrators and dildos
Oh,
shaped
I
like
don't like. I don't
hammers
mess
and
with that. I don't
roses
want
and
nothing
all
fake.
kind of shit.
Cameras is
I
crazy.
ain't messing with that. I don't want it.
Wizzo, what's your thoughts on that?
Creed's already has. Creed said before in Wizzo talk, she got to have something to get soft. She don't
Yeah,
want to mess with that
I
damn
feel like
thing.
I
Let it
did
stay
something.
hard
I
forever.
accomplished
Cause
something.
she
I
be
can't
Oh,
sit
so
up
tired
there
and
and
she ain't
take
got
nothing.
time for
I
that.
can't. I don't want it.
so Free said she needed
Get
to
somebody
die
else to do it.
and come back.
She's
God dang.
Free said, I gotta just go to sleep sometime. Nigga."
That's why I think that's
I
why
don't
she.
like it too long. I don't want that. Oh, that's too much.
That's when you said too long. We're not talking about his dick, right? We talking about what we talking about, the conversation, or what we talking about.
What the hell are you talking about?
Free.
Yeah, go ahead on. Read that comment.
Which
Oh
one? A rich
shit!
man would marry a poor woman and change her life. A rich woman would never marry a poor man. That is correct. My one of my other podcasts, I said men make women rich. There's not one woman besides Oprah,
Don't say
Kevin
that.
Federline. There's only about 5 people that ever made a man rich,
Oprah
and
don't
that's
count.
from
Nah, it's more
them
than that.
reversing the role.
Oprah don't count. And I'm gonna explain to you why that's the case. And
Tia
it's very
Maury.
simple. It's very simple. No, she don't count. It's
Why
very
she don't
simple
count?
because women, whether they are involved or single, seek success and monetary gain to seek independence and freedom, and the option of independence and freedom. You want life to be more under your control, and you want to earn so that you can control that factor. Men seek
Are we
to
talking about
earn
me?
and obtain money so that we can spread the love to a family, spread the love to a woman, spread the love to, you see what I'm
Hilarious.
saying? And
How's that
so
funny? That's
it's
not funny.
easy, it's simple.
That
Like,
is
oh, it's just the
It's
way
hilarious.
it
real.
is. It's just the way it is.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
But it's
Okay,
a,
so we have two guests that just joined the podcast right now. Eben, Unique, you good on your audio?
Oh, you got two more. Okay.
Unique.
Where Paul go?
Okay, we're gonna have to email her some more bandwidth. Um, Miss Carla. We're talking right now. Do men make money to impress women, or do they do them for themselves? And we went a long ways with this. This conversation has went all kind of different ways. We have one lady that's been married to the man that she, you know, built up. She built him up. He took care of him. We have some people that say you got, like, depending on the size of the deed, you might have a 3 month extension on different things. We have, Jason.
Two. I
Miss
changed it to
Oh, two. Okay, yeah. And then Free, she
Two.
got zero tolerance for any of that. You know what I'm saying? So, and then we got Seven in the building. Seven is definitely a person that's opinionated, and and he has his own thoughts. So right now, do you think that's one of the issues that men make money to impress women, or they do them for themselves?
I think it's a combination of both, but they should be doing it for themselves. But they like the clout sometimes, you know. I think a real woman can identify the difference.
Well, Seven said that women are attracted to shiny, glimmery things and things of that nature. That you guys are just gonna go to
true.
that guy, gravitate to him, and then that's gonna be the reason. You know what I mean? So what kind of factors in for you?
Shiny
I think
things.
I think when you have your own money, you know, that doesn't impress you.
Thank you.
That's not true, man, because she got gold
What did
rings
I
on and
just
chains
say?
and shit, man.
What did I just say?
You're right, Jay.
Tell you.
Seven. What was your comment, Seven?
My comment was what she said isn't true because she got on gold and chains and shit, man. Women like shiny shit.
And they can buy it themselves. Like,
Hey, you still like shiny shit though.
I
What does
got
that
you.
have to do?
Unique.
What does
What's your
liking
comment on that?
shiny stuff have to do with what we're talking about?
It
Or
If
has
she
maybe,
a lot
like
to do
it
with
and
it.
she go
or
buy it
maybe,
for herself, that does not
right.
even include a man. So what are you talking about, Seth?
It does include a man. If the man has a shiny shit on him, then you gonna pay attention to him.
He can still be broke.
That don't matter to you, nigga. You just see the gold, nigga.
Mm.
And he calling her a nigga. I cannot. I'm not talking to Seven.
Janice said this is
Put
American
him in the corner.
mentality. Men in other countries are not worried about providing or asking women to go 50-50.
Yeah,
And
they
I'm glad you
do.
brought that up because they said a man can be taking care of a woman, right? And then, he's paying all the bills. But once you are divorced, she's asking for 50-50. What do you think about that?
Women need validation because they're mentally children, man. And you can see that on social media and all over the world because there's more women shaking ass on the internet than it is niggas shaking dick out here. So women constantly search for validation. And if they didn't, half the lies that niggas say, women wouldn't fall for because we just feeding their egos.
Unique. What
not
you got
gonna
to say
entertain
about
that
that?
because that's a male versus women
No, it ain't. That's
comment.
facts, nigga.
You're
Because if
not.
I say
That ain't
something and you
fact.
like it, I'm gonna get them draws.
That's not what.
Unique. What you got to say about that?
You're not.
Oh, she done disappeared on me. Char, what's your comments on that?
On what
Oh,
Seven said?
Please don't let them repeat it, please.
Listen, I don't take Seven serious.
Thank
What?
you.
I
What?
Don't even take you serious. Damn.
next
Come on.
caller.
Hey, bro, a man gotta impress you to get the pussy. So I obviously a man gotta do something
You
to
think women
turn
don't
you
want to
on and
have
feed that
sex?
ego.
You think women don't want to have sex with certain men?
Oh yeah,
Did
they
you
do,
just hear
but
them
y'all
say
picky as
it's
hell.
what?
Women want to have sex, but y'all be choosing. So niggas gotta help you choose the right way.
how do you help them choose the right way though? By fooling them?
Lie to
By
them.
Oh, yeah.
huh?
You said lie to them?
He
Oh,
did.
lied to them.
He
Exactly what
did.
he
Okay.
said.
He said lie.
All right.
But
So Destiny
it's
Warren
a
says
scientific
7 is
fact.
indeed
Everybody like
opinion.
lies. It's proven.
She says 7 is indeed opinionated. Opinionated. Wizzo, what you got to say about that?
Shit. Man, hey,
All you can do is laugh.
that's about all I could do. I mean, 7 to 7, so
Joke.
I didn't even forgot the damn question because so much shit was going on right there. So, could you
All
repeat
right.
the question to
So
me?
has everybody answered what they need to answer on that? Because we can go to another topic.
Yes.
All right.
What?
So
Let's do
at
that.
what age do we date with intentions? Start dating with intentions?
I think women always got some intentions.
What kind of intentions would that be?
Hey, a woman will want to be taken care of whole time, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Barty, what you got to say about that?
Most women don't need a man to take care of them. Maybe a want, but it's not a need.
I don't
Mm.
hey, I didn't say it was a need. Y'all want it. Y'all raised that way. You know what I'm saying? That's why y'all get baby dads and shit when y'all little girls and we don't.
That's why
Destiny Warren says 7 is
balls.
just trying to start stuff.
Man,
Nah, Destiny, that's 7.
Right.
I think
Every
Seven
day.
need a hug.
That's
Nah.
7.
oh, that's why we got baby dolls. Okay.
Yeah,
Because we
y'all
want
got baby
men to
because you
take
being
care of
trained to
us.
be a mother. We boys don't get that because we not being trained to be a parent. We get shit that kills shit. That's how we know that shit. Because men are about war. Women not about that shit. Y'all about having families and nurturing. And you could tell by what y'all was saying, especially on Whistle Talk when that one man was arguing about killing, and Creed was talking about some. I want to take care of them. No shit. That's your
I didn't say
role.
that. I didn't say I want to take care of them. I just said I can't just walk up and shoot no damn baby in the head.
That's
Who does
compassion.
that?
You
That's
build with that.
insane.
So Sherry, at what age do men and women start dating with intentions?
I think women, I think we are more, I was in our 20s, like we're more intentional about it. Like, what's the word I'm looking for? I lost my train of thought thinking what 7 was this time, like killing a baby. But okay, Lord have mercy.
Hey,
We are
Hey,
more
yo, hey,
mature, is what I'm trying to
being
say.
selfish.
Women mature faster. And I think that from a young age, we are more intentional than men. I think for men, it's
What?
later in life. That's the experience I've had. Most of the men, they don't mature until they're like in their 30 or 40s. So, and
So
some not even then. I just got out of a relationship with a 59-year-old and he wasn't mature at all.
are you saying the frontal lobe hasn't developed yet?
No,
Ah,
What made him not mature though?
because how he was moving,
how was
How
he
was he
moving?
moving?
it's immature ways.
very immature.
See, what it was y'all probably
It's
wasn't
childish
fucking
ways.
enough
No,
at the
no,
time.
It
no,
has to be the
She
woman's
said
fault. That's what
she
Seven
said
saying.
she
It
had
has to be the woman's
nah,
Nah,
fault.
it's
no.
both their fault. It ain't just her fault.
Mm.
Why I gotta be my fault?
It's both of y'all fault because it takes two to dance, and both of
You're
y'all need to
right.
have the ability to
No,
grow
it don't. It
together.
don't take two to
I
dance.
will say this: that
Dance by
there
yourself.
were signs that I overlooked,
red flags.
red flags that I overlooked,
Hmm.
and hindsight is 2020. So it is what it is.
Jason,
I
you
don't
want you
know
guys
one
comment on
person
that?
on earth that don't have no red flags. Like it depends on what you like and what you want. Like men
Mhm.
need to stop blaming women, and women need to stop blaming men. Like
Mhm.
a red flag just means proceed with caution. Like you talk about it, and if it can work for you, it does, and if it don't, then move around. It
Mhm.
really ain't that complicated.
Boom.
And I'll
It
answer
is
the
true.
question now.
It,
I think a
hey,
person. Oh, go ahead.
no, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
I think a person is when they're done or they believe they're done
Mhm.
running the streets and they are ready to settle
Oh,
down and
that's
just be with
good.
one person. That's when I don't know what age that could be any age. And usually it's after they didn't saw they
Stop
roll up
hunting.
for me. And
Stop hunting.
women usually pick a bad seed in the beginning, get a kid, and now they looking for a family and want a family environment because it didn't work out with the baby daddy, who was probably a
So
bum
as
and they
they
probably shouldn't
roll,
have had sex with.
True.
So,
That's been a
Wizzo,
lot of
like you
experience
always say,
of
Wizzo, how would you explain it to him?
I'm just saying about that dog hunting, like she was just saying. Once he threw and sold his raw oats or whatever and all that shit like that, that dog don't hunt no more. So shit, it's a wrap. He's settling on in or some shit. But I know when you were saying at what age, and do you start dating with intentions or something like that? But
Yes, sir.
I mean, me, I think when you dating or whatever, some shit like, for us men, women may be thinking about it way before us. I mean, sometimes I know when I was dating, I wasn't thinking about that shit. But all of mine has been long relationship, 13 years, 15 years, 13 years, and shit like that. So,
But damn, Wizzo, how old are you?
Sucker
You
punch.
talking about 13, 14, 16? You cannot be 75 on here, Wizzo.
Love.
I am 59, but
Uh-oh.
but
59.
yeah, don't you start, Sheree. You should talk about the one while ago about 59. But look
According
here.
to seven, y'all just want sex. So men will never date for intention with intention. So
Well,
the
and
intention
see,
is to get sex. So
I'm gonna say this with about seven. I mean, I agree to a certain extent because some men will fuck anything. I mean, I know guys that they don't turn down nothing but they collar. You know, haven't been like that. Some guys they don't care. They go out to the club. They sitting back. They're not drinking. They're not doing anything. They trying to find out which drunk and go home. And she can be drunk and passed out. And that guy will run dick in her. He don't give a damn. I'm just saying, and I've taught my daughter, and I've told my daughter how guys are and how guys can be. They will fuck anything, and you have to watch you if you have daughters. I'm getting off topic, but anyway, I'm just saying, guys will. Some fuck anything. Some of them they won't. Some of them a little bit more classy. You got the girl out there, the lady or whatever. She come up in there. She got her ass hanging out. She got her breast hanging out. She walking and throwing her ass every step she walk. Bam, 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 bam. You know, she is gonna catch that guy sitting over there in that corner, and he gonna run some dick in her because that's how she's coming in there. But now you come in there, you catch that classy one or whatever and shit like that. Somebody gonna get. Hey, I'll just tell you, somebody's gonna get that one too, but they're gonna
oh my
proceed with
god.
caution. But that one that's trashy looking or whatever, they gonna just dog and grudge fuck her and send her on her way and probably leave $1 on the table when they leave.
and a bottle of water.
But you catch the classy one, whatever, it's gonna be a lot different. But that's just my opinion. I think I got off topic from what you was asking while I throwing shit out.
No, you didn't. I mean, I really believe you what you was saying about our daughters and things of that nature, because I have daughters.
Yeah.
You do have to watch out for the drinks and the stuff at the club. They tampering with drinks nowadays, or she just might, be her first time out and then can't really handle the liquor. And then, like you said, passed out. It's gonna be some freaky guy out there that's gonna take advantage of it. You know what I mean? It's not gonna try to help her to go sober up or make sure she's protected. He's gonna take advantage of it. That's just part of the game. You hear that in colleges, you hear that in at house parties and different things of that nature. But that is something we do have to really be cautious about because it does happen.
And I'll tell you this before you go to the next person, whatever. As far as my sons go, I tell them don't fuck with no drunk pussy. Drunk pussy is bad. Leave that shit alone. Do not mess with it. Walk away from it. I don't care how fine she is, how sexy she is. If she is drunk or intoxicated, you walk away from that pussy. Do not fuck with that shit. Leave it alone. Wait till she's sober and or get a number. Do whatever. Do not mess with that. And I teach my boys that. I talk to my daughter and I talk openly with my kids. Because they're grown And I've been talking with him about it for a while, educating my daughter, educating my boys and stuff like that, because I don't want to see them get behind no jail, behind nothing, no date rape. She don't remember whatever, and she wake up and she got some cum between her legs, and he was the last person she talked to. I'm just saying. I yield
Yeah.
back my time.
All right, Jason, you got any comments on that?
Yes, I got a couple of comments. You know me, I make notes as people talk. As far as the original question, I personally, like I say, when I'm talking to younger cats, I always tell them, don't ever even look for marriage and rest of your life commitment till you're at least 30 years old. 30, because now your life as a man, if you've been doing all the right things and making all the right decisions and chasing the paper the way you're supposed to, now you're prepared to go into a commitment like that and not rely on somebody else's funds, or not rely on the fact that, hey, we can't get this done or that done, right? So I tell them, until you're 30, don't even think about it, don't even look in that direction. And it's my personal opinion that women usually start a little earlier because they are prepared mentally earlier. And I understand that, but that's also why you typically had, I know and I'm speaking for every dude on the panel, not even having had this conversation before. When we was in high school, the chick you've been trying to send notes to all day and talk to all day, some 28-year-old come pick her up after school in front of you and make you look bad, right? That's why that happens, right? Because they on a whole different level, and that's fine. So you should be rotational dating anyway. You should just be out there learning about what you can about yourself, chasing the money, and then whatever comes to you comes to you. All the way back when we were talking about women building up men, I understand that when we were having the conversation about, the shelf life, that they said, oh, I'll be motivating them to get a job and this and that. But the reality is, a woman not going to stay with you if she's the reason you get motivated. If she got to tell you to get off the couch, and she got to tell you to get off the PlayStation and help you fill out a resume and go help you get a job so you can be bringing money in there, the reality is she's still in control of that relationship, and the power balance is off. And I'm a gender role person, and I'm not ashamed to say that I'm a gender role person. I believe in gender roles, and I think that the woman is in charge of that relationship at that point. That's her relationship, and she got her man. You dig what I'm saying? He don't have her, she got him, and that's cool if that's how they want to live. That's not something I'm gonna get into. And then with Wiz and Seven saying that most men will fuck anything, right? I can agree with that, but I can say that I'm not one of those men, and the men that I move in sync with are not one of those men. I've looked at women with their ass hanging out of shorts at the club and say no thank you. Because to me dealing with you is going to make this other woman that I know is way more classy than you. If she know I'm dealing with you like that, she dropping stock on me, right? So that's an issue, that's a problem, and I never wanted to jeopardize that. So I've always exercised that kind of discipline, right? And the second thing is, when Wiz was talking about, the trashy woman versus the classy woman, I learned as a young man that when that classy, I'm talking about when the baddest woman in the room walk into that white party that you at hanging out and having a good time, every woman in that room noticed her come in that room. Every woman in that room noticed she looked better than every other woman in that room. And they looking at the men they've had their eyes on that night to make sure and see how he acted. If you go over there trying to buy that woman a drink, and you go over there trying to shoot your shot with that woman, you lost 30 women in the room that was interested in you. So me personally, she can't do nothing but hand me a straw, please, ma'am, from over there. Please, thank you. Because I'm going to go the other way. I don't want to be nowhere around the baddest one in the room. Because now I know I got the option of 20 or 30 other women that said I was so on my own shit that I didn't even mess with the woman everybody else chasing. I don't want that competition. I'm good. I'd rather sift through what I can sift through and have these women come present themselves to me. I never, unfortunately, I know a lot of women have a problem with me saying so, but I've never been a guy to just chase women down like that. I take what's coming to me, or I ignore what's coming to me, but it's my decision to make. I'm not the guy that go up and cold call women at Target and Saks or wherever you shop, you know what I mean? Wherever you're doing outside, right? I ain't the dude that's walking up to one. Now, I will compliment a woman all day long. If you smell good, look good, move good, listen, I'm going to tell you that, but then I'm going to politely walk away. I don't want your Instagram. I don't want your number. I don't want nothing like that. Now, if you decide to run me down and say, hey, why didn't you ask for my number? Now, you started the conversation. Let's do that. But I ain't never been a dude to chase no woman down like that.
Look at him spitting that game. Take notes, Seven.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, y'all crazy.
Shots fired.
I'm gonna just shoot that respect and go about my business. If you want something to do with me, you're gonna let me know you want something to do with me, or the one you missed, the one you lost.
You ain't got a lot to kick it.
I'm gonna wait till I see her eating a banana in public, and I'm gonna approach her.
You were crazy for that one. I'm a firm believer that a woman chooses her man, not a man chooses his woman.
Absolutely,
You have
absolutely.
to be selected in my view. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, you walk in that room and everybody looking at that specific woman. Earlier, we was talking about what a woman might have in exchange to get a man. I think some women just use their beauty and their booty to attract men, and that's all they have to offer at the end of the day.
That's it.
And then at the end of the day, when they get together, there's no substance in
Nothing.
keeping them together. And then you end up going 50-50, just like a lot of these girls from these talk shows or these, what is it, the little rap shows and whatever.
Right.
That's what
Oh,
we fall into, like the
reality
basketball
shows.
wives and all that stuff. You know, they have multiple men that they were dating. I've seen women in the club looking at a guy's draft position and saying,
Absolutely.
"Oh, okay, that's him." And I've seen it a lot.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So men do have to look out for certain things, but for a woman to walk in the room and that selection, I'm a fallback kind of guy too. I'm like, Jason, hey, why she getting your straw? Can you give me another one too? We need two straws.
Exactly. And
Because
let
you
me
gotta let her work the room. She gonna select who she gonna select at the end of the day,
right.
regardless of how we feel about it.
And let me point this out, right? Like I don't I ain't gonna say that. Never mind, go ahead.
Okay,
Get it
we
out.
back good.
Choke
All
now.
right. So we coming up on hour and 30 minutes, people. So what I want to do, we have to do some indie comments. We can go ahead around the room. We're gonna start with Cree. Um,
You
your indie
started with me this
comments
whole time. Can you start at the bottom, if
start
you
at the
don't mind?
bottom.
You're
Yeah.
not running this
All right.
podcast, Creek.
Let's
You're
go
not
ahead. We'll
running this
start
I'm
with
just saying. I'm
podcast.
Wizzo.
trying to give everybody. Come on, man. Leave me alone. Thank you, P. I don't mean no
We'll go
harm.
ahead and start with Wizzo. Go ahead, Wizzo.
Oh, what we doing? Closing comments?
Yes, sir. And anything closing comments, and then where they can find you.
Right, right, right. Well, y'all can find me at YouTube at Wizzo Talk 8972, and I am Paul Wizzo on Facebook. So y'all look me up because Wizzo Talk, we be kicking it live over there too. I've had some of these same people on Wizzo Talk, and we always have a good time over there. And PM, I thank you for having me on. As always, we go way back, shit, at least about like 40 years or something like that. I think, don't we?
Lies.
On top of the 16s and 17s and yeah.
No, but it's all good though. We've been networking, and I appreciate Cree for turning me on to you, and stuff like that, and we're turning on to Sheree and Jason and Seven and so forth and so on. So and it's always a pleasure to come on here, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion. We talk about a lot of things and chop up about a whole lot of shit, and it's just good. Chocolate Buddha have always said, we have to have those conversations, and we may not all agree, but I do feel and believe that we all got one another's back up on here. So, but that's just me. And it's your boy Paul Wizzo, and I yield back my time.
Hey, the show is over.
He's
I
giving
had
some
I
closing
had
comments. He
something I
said,
wanted to add.
"What?
Well,
When
you,
It's
you
over.
well,
no,
we gave you the
I'm gonna
platform
stay
and you
with
want me
you,
to
Cree. Don't
pass
worry.
to Wizzo.
Stay with you.
We don't know what they
I
want,
thought you
dog.
said it was closing remarks, and I'm like, closing remarks.
Yeah, I mean, if you have anything else, we can still
Yeah,
elaborate on
man.
it.
Something else,
You want
man,
to go
because I need
next?
to know. This has been going on forever. Like, I really do need to know this from the men, though. Like, y'all say y'all want peace, right? But y'all be having a wife, a side piece, want a girlfriend, still flirting with this one to get numbers in the club, paying this one bills. Like, how is that peace? That's chaos.
Oh man,
And
because
well,
women they
lying
want peace. They want a
with it
piece of
all and
pussy, man.
manipulating.
That's peace for a man.
I'm like what
I,
Jason
that,
said. It's two
that,
different types of men. So you got to know which one you're looking at. You have some men that's going to be stand up guys, and some of them going to play that role. But a man that's looking for peace, he's going to be trying to find that peace. And when your dog is
Exactly.
not hunting anymore, you ain't out there hunting anymore. You're actually looking for that peace of mind, that peace of whatever. But it's not going to be a peace of tail at the end of the day. You're really searching for that peace. So it's going to take a real one to find that. And I think he gonna be focused on that piece before anything else that's obstructing his view.
real
Okay,
shit.
so
I was
say
just
you
gonna say
find the
what you
peace.
described was a bunch of chaos, and I don't move like that. I don't have so I don't even tell women or I don't tell anybody that I'm seeking peace because I'm walking in peace. I got peace already. You either gonna add to my peace or you're gonna take away from my
Away from
peace.
it.
And
Yes.
in either way, I got a direction for you to go. It's either closer to me or further away. But I don't have, there's nobody that can say they my side piece because I don't move like that. If I want to do something strange, I'm gonna let the woman know that I'm with that. I want to do something strange.
Which one,
I'm
number
not.
one or number two?
I'm just both of them. They
Child.
both
Hey
deserve my respect.
man.
They both
Both of
deserve
them.
my respect.
Hey,
So I'm gonna let them both know how it is that I'm on a business trip and I'm gonna get a little
Good
buck.
answer.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be real. I ain't got to lie. If I got to lie,
You really don't, then.
if I got to lie at home, I'm not living in peace outside of my home. I got to be able to be honest at home. I got to be able to be honest in the street. You either gonna love me, or you're gonna disrespect me, or you're gonna leave. You're gonna do something. But
I respect that.
I'm not gonna subject myself to having to lie to anybody. No.
Why do you
Yes.
think men lie and manipulate, though? Why do you think they do that?
cause y'all love
But
that shit.
y'all, I don't like the way that the word men is being thrown around in this podcast, right? Because
A
I
lot.
consider myself a man, and I consider a man. And I'm gonna say this because Wiz brought it up earlier. I understand, and I'm not trying to. I never do that, right? Like I understand what he was saying when we talk about finances, right? I'm not saying that a man that makes 50 grand or 40 grand a year is not a man. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that there is a mentality and there is a way that a man moves, and a man does not have to announce himself when he walks into a room. A man does not have to be flashy, like Seven was saying. You got all the flash and all. A man don't have to do that. In fact, the quickest way for a woman to be dismissed from my presence is to compliment my watch. What are you counting on my watch for? You see what I'm saying? Don't tell me I got a nice watch on if you're a woman. If you're a man, I'm gonna say, yeah, man, you can go down and get you one at such and such, right? But if you're a woman, I immediately see a red flag. Why are you paying that much attention to me? You see what I'm saying? So I don't move like that. So I don't think that men I think that men that move as men are men. I think that when a woman has a valid complaint about how a human that happens to have a penis is moving and he doing stuff to make himself be dismissed from this woman or women's lives, and he's having difficulty in holding down something at his own crib if he wants it, because some men don't want nobody at the crib, right? Then don't call him a man. Call him a man with a human with a penis, right? Because there's a lot of humans with vaginas that I don't disrespect you all by saying that's a woman, right? Because a woman moves with the same intention, that the same caliber that she's looking for is. She's looking for a symbiotic relationship. She's looking for something that fits her like a puzzle. You dig what I'm saying? And so she gonna move a certain way. I don't have to announce that I'm going in the room to a woman. A woman is gonna see me come through the room. Same thing with a man. So I don't like that generalization. I understand it's a generalization, but men ain't out here with side chicks and all that. That's little boys or whoever, whatever. The dude that'll stick his dick in a warm bowl of soup ain't the dude that's gonna kick it with me. He not smoking cigars with me on Friday. That's not what. He ain't in my presence. He ain't a man like that. We
You
don't.
hanging out with Seven.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Hold on, man. I'm gonna tell y'all this, right? First of all, just because a nigga wants some pussy don't mean he's hunting. If a guy got several women, obviously 4 of them hoes ain't doing what they supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? The fact that he even got 2 women, 1 woman ain't doing what she's supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? So obviously he's searching for peace. Because 1 woman could be in his ear nagging, he a lover, he didn't want to leave her. But the other woman be rubbing this nigga back, cooking for him, talking sweet to him. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of shit a lot of women don't get. A guy can deal with a lot of shit, nigga. We ain't necessarily got to hunt. We gonna find peace regardless. Like Jason said, I'm moving my peace regardless. But if a woman adds to it, I guess I'm gonna have me a few of them. Shit.
There you go.
Why
There
you
you
look
have
like that, Creed?
it.
Because he really believed what he's saying.
You do.
It's true.
And I'm just shaking my head
Yes.
like, damn, this
Ask
nigga
yourself, man, how many
really
of y'all
believe what
women
he's saying.
can actually be a man's peace?
Didn't you just hear Jason? You have to have, I believe that. You have to
Yeah,
have peace within
you
yourself.
do.
Because I have people who
Exactly.
argue with me, talk loud, and I just be so peaceful. I just walk away. And I'm like, go, you sure right.
But do
Let me
you
take home
bring more
bag.
peace
And I'm
though?
going that way.
I can be peaceful, but if you in my ear saying some crazy shit, you not adding to it.
Yeah. Peace comes from within.
Did you hear what I just said? You starting to make me think women don't listen, man. I can be my own peace, but are you bringing me peace? This showing me how selfish y'all are mentally, for real.
See, so he asks, like, can you like what kind of peace, even though you have that inner peace, what do you bring to the man along with his inner peace?
I'm gonna
Right,
tell
Seven,
you.
that's what
Well,
you were
she
saying?
I'm
arguing
sorry.
because you
Go
got
ahead.
this woman calling the house talking about you her man and you ain't paid the bills over there, but you up there late. That's why she calling the house. So you created that. She ain't create that.
Ain't no nigga about to get no girl no damn house number if I know another woman is living with me. That's crazy
She
talk,
went
man.
through your phone while you was sleep drunk.
And that's where you fucking up at. Don't sleep around these hoes, man.
See, that's not
Don't
peace.
sleep
You don't
around.
have peace if you
See,
can't go to sleep. You can't go to
exactly.
sleep. You don't have no peace.
All I'm
Exactly.
saying is, you crack that shit and you leave. Fuck is you doing, man?
Now
Motherfuckers
y'all
take
know
pictures
the
of you.
start a fire under seven. Y'all know he fixing to ignite and blow you.
No, you
Oh
not.
boy.
Sure, you have anything to go on that the comments? Or closing
No, but you
comments?
know what? I like seven. I like seven. I think every podcast need a seven.
I agree.
Or
I got
three.
Seven
one.
need a
Wizzle
hug.
got one.
Yeah, I
Mm,
mean, I
yeah.
feel like his intentions are not like ill will. He's just
Right.
talking shit. He's just a shit talker, and I like a seven. But with that said, I mean, I really appreciate the conversation. Um I learned a few things. Um, I got a few pointers. Um, so I hope to be on the next one and the next one. But
What
thank
did
you
you
for having
learn?
me.
Can I ask what you learned?
There you go, being
Um,
messy.
Oh
I'm just
Yeah,
well,
I
I'm
I
was thinking
learned
about
like
that
curious.
I
too.
learned
I'm
like
curious.
like how Jason was saying, like it's two different kind of men. There are those that that out there doing like there's two different kind of men. There's
Women
the
listen.
Jason, there's the sevens, right?
Women
that's
listen.
And then
crazy.
there's the Jasons, and then there's the Pauls. You know what I'm saying? Like it's two different kind, it's different kind of men out there, just like women. So I learned
Women
that. So
listen.
I huh?
Women listen. I'm just trying to prove a point. Women listen. Because I listen.
So especially what Jason was saying, like um his lifestyle. Like I learned from that, you know what I'm saying? Like with absolutely no judgment. It was like, oh, okay, that's what's up. And I like it's an eye opener to finally meet somebody that's kind of like into that. Like I always hear about it or like watch Sister Wives on like TV, but
You
to
want a sister wife?
really no, girl.
That's crazy, man.
We all
But
say.
no, but like to hear how
How it can
open
work.
he is, yeah, like stuff like that. So like I learned a few things. So
Okay. And Miss
and then
Sherry,
like how
oh,
huh?
go ahead. Go ahead,
And
Sherry,
then
my
like
bad.
how Paul was saying how he talked to his kids, because I have a college freshman and she lives in the dorm. So I'm constantly calling and hey, what you doing? Like who over there? Like, you know what I'm saying? Listen, if you're going to a party, if you sit your drink down, don't even come back to it. Go fix you another drink.
Right.
And the people that you come with, if your ride say they leaving, you leaving. You know what I'm saying? If y'all come together, y'all leave together. So like I'm constantly on her ass, like, hey, like you know what I'm saying? Because it's, listen, it's 2026, 2025. People are not playing fair. You know what I'm saying? So I'm constantly on her ass. Listen, we don't play that. So like I learned a few things and I like the
Now, what you
conversation
learn from me?
because
Oh
Nothing.
you
my God.
I wouldn't be me if I wasn't me.
right, you real, you authentic. I learned that, and I also learned how like you wait, was it Creed or Miss what's
Cree,
the other
Miss
one?
Cree,
No,
Free.
not you, but the pretty lady with the brown bow with the brown.
Cherie.
Oh, the
Cherie,
Muslim
yeah.
lady.
Sherry,
Cherie said
Get in line,
she
girl. Get in line.
Sh-
Sherry, and then we have Carla at the bottom.
We going to that party.
Cherie said she
Yep.
has no patience. She said she ain't with the shits.
I'm
You,
not.
you know what I'm saying?
I've been through too much. Like,
I hear you.
we'll be here all night if I give you my backstory. And I'm kind of like cautious in a way because I don't want to tell too much, but there's a lot of
Yeah.
stuff that I can relate to. So I have to be very careful, just like the drink people putting that happened to my mom. So that's like a personal, you know what I'm saying, intimate type of
Oh
thing.
shit! Hey,
And
your mama was a partier.
she was big time.
You can't go
Oh
have a
hell
drink.
yeah!
I am too.
Oh hey, PM. Hey,
Hey.
buy them drinks, dog.
Hey,
But no, seriously, it changed the dynamic of my whole family.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry for that, sis. You know.
Thank you. I
Yeah.
appreciate that. Thank you.
Man, yeah, there's some selfish people out there. Very
Truly.
selfish people. And they don't care about the aftermath. It's about the now and what I
Yeah.
can get.
Yes.
So, and like like I was saying, like my daughter's 19 and she's a freshman. So it's like
Mhm.
I'm constantly, she keeps me up at night because I'm like, girl, you in class? Yes, ma'am. What you doing after class? I'm gonna go lay down. Okay, stay down. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't, you
Stay
know, like
down.
I'm constantly on her. Like, so
Yeah, and I'm glad you're doing that, man, because it's some dudes that'll really take advantage of different situations. So you're not guiding her wrong at
And
all.
women.
You know what I'm saying? And I
Mhm.
know
yeah,
how that feel to have your daughter off to college. So it's real scary at
yeah.
that point. You know what I'm saying? And if you need to, Cree has her podcast, Cree Two One
Oh,
Boom.
you do?
Freaking
Yeah.
Louie. You can't
Wizzo
tell I
talk.
talk
You
to
already
my
know
sister.
Wizzo, he has his, and Miss Cherry, she has hers. So either way it goes,
Oh,
you definitely
I
have an
do.
output and some a way to talk to an avenue to express yourself. So we're looking definitely forward to having you on the more
Here
show.
for it.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
We did.
Listen, do y'all listen? I have a special needs son. Like, can we talk about like on one of y'all podcasts on like how caregiver burnout is a thing? Like, like
100%.
Absolutely. No
Yeah.
topic.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah,
It's not a
all you gotta
problem.
do is just reach out to one of us, and even if it's PM, Creed, Sheree, any one of us, we
okay.
all looking forward to handling that conversation, doing some one on ones. We'll assemble a panel together, and we'll all get on there and we'll all chop it up about that.
I love that.
And I will say
Yeah,
this:
I feel like
touch on
it's not
Sheree.
talked about. It's not and every time you look up there's a special need or autistic somebody, you know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
feel like we
Yeah,
to
you'll be
use.
surprised at what's been covered between these podcasts that's right here because
Oh
here at
really?
Wizzo Talk, we've covered everything from, oh my God, I mean, deep about some of everything. And so you'll be surprised at what's been covered. And I will say this because Sheree was just saying something even on almost every episode of Wizzo Talks, someone always brings something personal, you know,
Mhm.
talk about something personal that's been happened to them or say something, so you never know what you're gonna get on there, on any other podcast. And sometimes people may be saying it in a 360 roundabout way, so you don't think it's them, but it really is them and them having their issue or whatever, something like that. I've done that shit before too. I've said some things like that, and not related it to me. But a lot of it give you real talk. So, but I ain't gonna hold this closing out. But by all means, look me up at Paul Wizzo, or I get your info from PM and
Yeah.
pass it on to Cree and Sheree, and
Where?
we'll have one because I don't think Sheree touched on her podcast, or did she? I may have missed it.
I didn't. I didn't.
Okay.
I created it after my 23-year-old son, he passed away to an overdose in 2021. He was my oldest son. And so, with that being said, I felt like there was a need to talk about grief, everything that goes with it. Um, it's called A Mother's Heart because our kids are our heart. And I interview I've had my sons on there to get the siblings' point of view, just different people. I just had a guest on within 10 months. I think she lost like 8 to 10 people from her son in a car accident to her mother, her father, her maternal grandmother. Like, yeah,
So y'all
it's kind
follow her too over there. Tell them. So, oh, what PM
What's
was
your
gonna tell
handle?
you.
Yeah, and I'm looking to jump on her show too because
Yeah.
like she said, I lost my son last year, April. So
of.
yeah, I think it's going to be therapeutic to get on there and then learn from the stages that this brings you through, because
Yeah.
it's difficult times. You might see a picture, you might see a sin, you might anything that just might trigger certain things, and it doesn't matter where you're at. When that trigger hits, it flies and it can take you to different places. So I'm looking forward to joining her podcast also. So this is like a big family here, man. And we really
Yeah.
stay intact with each other. And I think it's therapeutic just to even be here as Black people to be able to express ourselves on a platform like this from individuals like themselves. So I want to thank y'all for even coming on, things of that nature.
Respectfully.
Wow,
Thank
thank
you.
you. And I'm
Thank
sorry
you.
for you guys' losses.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. So Free, you want to give your information? Fine, you there? You ready? You ready to give your information? You need a little bit more time.
No, I'm good.
Or
Three, two,
or
one,
I
boom.
can
Yeah,
get P, I can you can email me everyone's
put them to
or
work.
just give them my email address and they can, tag me in or whatnot. Yeah.
Okay, I got you. And then let them know where to find you at, Cree.
3, 2, 1, boom. Yahoo. I'm sorry. YouTube and Facebook. That's
Facebook.
the gist of it. I was gonna add though, like what y'all was talking about, like right now, today, drugs and alcohol, popping pills, like our children, and I'm saying our children because my oldest son was addicted to some drugs. And I even heard he did like some crazy mess, something you would call like a white person drug. And I'm like, whoa.
Hey, what kind of
So
drug is that?
what happened?
What
Don't do
kind of
that.
drug is that?
I'm not about to play with you. I heard it, so I'm not gonna put it out there because it could be untrue. So I'm not gonna put that out there. But I heard it, and I don't know. But I just know that they are out there doing these drugs, and it changes who they are. Seriously, and they out there dealing with a lot of mental issues that we don't even know of. So just the awareness of it is pretty dope. Like just talking about it, like I might get a little sentimental on that. I'm sure other people will too. We're women, 7, get over it. But I think it's a important topic to talk about. But outside of that, thank you for having me. It's nice meeting the ones I haven't met and talked to. Sharia, I'll be seeing you pretty soon.
Yes, girl. Come on.
Jason, always a pleasure. I love a man who can articulate, who actually read. You see all them books? Hope they're not just for show. I'm
Oh,
pretty
you
sure they're
be
not.
No,
for sure, man.
But
He
not
ain't
for
need that,
sure.
man.
I think that's
Great.
dope. And I think character like 7 is not needed, but it is entertaining
Yeah,
when
he's
we're
necessary.
engaging. But it's definitely not needed because sometimes when you have real topics, you really trying to get a message across, and the person is like being disrespectful. Like we laughing and stuff, but like referring to women hoes, that to me gives off a wrong like signal when we're like doing this
Oh
type of thing. But
no,
At first
man.
again,
it did. To
you
me,
got to
I was
meet
like,
people where
I'm,
they at.
I'm like, who's
You
this
can't
guy?
change them. You got to meet them where they
But
at. They can only change
yeah,
themselves.
That's not true,
So
man.
And
that
whether
is
y'all
the
know it or not,
reality of life.
Seven is
Thank you
a
again, TM,
superstar in this podcast world, man. He is very known.
and you are entitled to your opinion.
Yeah, he's known. So
What?
Seven, I salute you for being you, man. You come on here and you just say
You
what
got
you
to
got to
meet people where they
say.
at.
I know if I asked you a
You
question,
got to meet them where they at.
it
But what I
ain't
If they
be,
a
ain't no
bum,
heavy
they're a
what I
searching,
be
bum.
nothing.
saying
I'm
be
gonna get the
factual.
answer.
It's not my opinion. I learned this shit from reality.
So with that being said, Seven, you go ahead and do your ending comments too, man. Let them know where they can find you.
Man, y'all can just everything on all social medias is after real truth, man. But I do want to say this: one, women really don't be knowing what they want, man. So you kind of gotta lead them to it, guide them gently. Don't be too rough with them, man. Two, I heard somebody on here say that the dudes who be spiking drinks is selfish, and that's not true. Them niggas really is they like to share. They just trying to get them girls to share more. You know what I'm saying? That's why they trying to get them loose. You gotta have an open mind, man. And I don't necessarily think I'm needed, but I do know this. If you really listen to what I'm saying, yeah, I present it funny, but I be telling people some very deep truths that people are not willing to face in reality. Like my man's up there, Jason said it's two different type of men. Don't necessarily listen to that. All right. A lot of men are underlying the same, but there are like 8 different types of dudes, just like there's 1,000 different types of women, because women underlying don't know what they want. So it's a bunch of different all of them is children. They're ego driven and they want what they want what they want. So if you say what they want, they gonna like that shit. Cause I already know how it go, man. Women like what they like. You gotta present it to them, and they gonna
That's a
drop them
human
draws.
thing, though. That's a human trait. They like what
Exactly.
they like.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
human. That's not a woman.
It is. I
You're
like them
isolated to
draws,
just
and if you
women.
like what
That's
you
a
like, I'm gonna
human.
tell you what you want. You know what I'm saying? You gonna give me what I like.
Why do I engage? I'm over it. Who's next?
And
Why do I
Jason,
engage? Why?
go ahead and do last
Uh,
comments.
I appreciate the invite. I'm glad I can make it. Glad I can make it. I'm always willing to engage in conversation, regardless of the topic. Like my books are not for show. I read a lot, so I learn a lot. I'm a nerd. I'm proud with it, right? Um, and to Sheree and PM and Shar, y'all were talking about your personal life struggles that you have going on. A large part of in our community is downplayed with dual diagnosis and with, like you say, with the mental health fatigue. And there's so many of us as Black people who we have a crazy uncle, and that's just how he is. That's just Uncle Bubba, and that's just whoever. That more of us should take the time, if we are not directly affected ourselves, we should take the time to take some free courses or some mental health certifications and some things like that to be able to engage properly and to interact properly with our family members, those that we love. Um, I have done that. I have some certifications that I got, through the course of my life that helped me to understand what some people in my family and some of my loved ones are dealing with. And when you talk about everybody, we are quick as a people to write people off because of drug abuse, not realizing the whole time they were trying to medicate themselves. They have a dual diagnosis. They had something mentally going on that the street drugs were helping them solve. And it just went too far or it was too much. And we need to understand that as a people in order to properly engage in those conversations. So even though, you know, been fortunate enough to not have a tragic response to some of the same issues that you guys have dealt with and are dealing with. I do have some interaction with that. So, like I say, anytime I'm invited to one of these podcasts, I'm always willing to come and interact. Um, Seven, keep doing what you're doing, man. We agree on a lot, but we're not going to agree on a lot, and I respect that. I respect them. I respect everybody that comes in and interacts. And so again, I thank everybody for the opportunity and thanks for the engagement.
Well, there we have it, folks. I thank everybody for coming over here, man. It was very therapeutic, and I hope everybody that tuned in today took a little something from this. I appreciate all the people that were leaving comments and stuff like that. So, I will say, stay blessed out there, man. Stay prayed up and stay safe. And we have something that's going on in the world today. Please, please, if I can put a lot of emphasis on this. Please prepare for what's up next this year. We have Agent Orange in the White House, and there's a lot of stuff going on out there. So if you can stack up on water, supplies, I run a license to carry class. Well, I'm right here in Texas, so if y'all need me, I'm a certified instructor. I can get y'all going to, just on self-defense tactics and things of that nature. So tap in with me, man. And I appreciate everybody on this panel that came out and supported the whole PM Lifestyle podcast, man. So with that being said, everybody have a blessed day and y'all stay safe out there, man. Peace.
Wow.